Yo, Carlos. You there, Carlos? You there, Carlos? Carlitos, you there? Carlos, you hear me or no? All right, he's out of here.
Yo, yo.
Yo, what's up? Give me a second real quick. Let me just print this shit out. Okie dokie. Alright. Copper Asur.
Yeah, Papa saw.
Copper Asar. Welcome to the panel. Can I get your race, ethnicity, where you're from?
Yeah, I'm American from America.
You two nationalities, didn't hear a race or an ethnicity.
Well, it depends on what dictionary you use. And according to the website 1828 dictionary, American is a race. But that's I identify as American.
So are we going back to that date to identify you? Is that what you choose to identify as?
Yeah, I'm American from America.
All right, welcome to the panel. Do you want to address the prompt?
Yes. Can Black Americans be Pan-African? Yes. As I said in the chat or whatever, Pan-African is an ideology. Essentially, the KKK, the people. My fault. I mean the triple people. Those people were Pan-African. They believe that all melanin-rich people were African. They believe that all melanin-rich people should live in Africa. So yeah, Pan-Africanism is just an ideology. Anybody could be that.
Okay, so you're an American speaking on Black Americans, right? So you're not a Black American, right? But and then on top of that,
people were
the Triple
reclassified
K,
as such.
right? But I asked you what your race was, right? So
Yeah.
those people are Black Americans. but you
What
wouldn't
my
consider
people
yourself.
were reclassified as, and what we all don't agree to just go by that, which is why you see some of us saying we're FBA or some of us saying this, that, and the third, because we went through a series of reclassification. So yes, I am of the people who were reclassified, but that doesn't mean that I have to accept that brand.
Right, but Black American is a term like that they've asked for, not reclassified
Not true.
as.
That's not
Just
true
like
at all.
FBA.
That's not true at all.
Yeah, I think Black and maybe African American is something reclassified, but not Black American.
No,
because
that's
Black
not
American
true.
is still Black American is still an identity not recognized by the federal government.
Yeah, but Black is a reclassification. Like my people were reclassified. I have the census records where I see my people. They didn't ask to be reclassified as Black. They didn't ask to be classified as color. They
I
didn't
hear
ask to be
you. I hear
classified
you.
as
I
Negro.
hear you, Copper.
Right.
I hear you. But I need to see documentation to say Black American. I'm telling you that is not
all right.
something that's recognized. So
Do you
so
see
that is not a
documentation that says
term.
white American?
I mean,
Yeah, like,
Negro
hold on,
American.
Before I gotta
Negro.
introduce all you, I'm talking to Copper. All right, please mute up. Copper. So when I say that, I
There are
meant
definitely
that.
documents today that says Black American. What you talking about?
Yeah, pull them up. Pull them up. I'll put you on the big screen. I just want you to know that white people did not reclassify Black people in America as Black Americans on any
They-
kind of census or federal Directive 15 paperwork.
They did.
Regardless to whatever the brands
Pull
that
it
we're
up,
under
pull it
now
up. I
are
just
based
wanna
on
see it.
reclassification. On the census records on my family, they were reclassified. That's happened to the vast majority of our people. In fact,
Copper,
it was law to reclassify our people here. So if
I
you're not from
understand that.
here, you don't know our history here.
I
Where are
understand
you
that.
from?
I'm born and raised here, but trust,
but
I
where your
gotta
people's
introduce
from?
you
Where your
first
people's
before you ever ask me where I'm from, right? 'Cause
Where
you're
you-
not up here.
No, but I'm saying,
You're not here
y'all
banging.
niggas is
You're
up
not
here.
over
You're
here
talking
banging
about
your
my people.
colonial flag
But
on
you're
me
from a
just yet.
place that your
Hold on,
grandparents
I think
Copper.
he's
Let's
from
just
us.
to the
stick.
point
Let's
that
stick
you don't
to the
even know
facts.
your
Let's
great
just stick to the
grandparents.
facts. Let's stick to the facts. So again, pull up any census, any documentation that says
You
Black
talking about
American.
census, but y'all don't
First
even
and
have
foremost,
records in
okay?
Africa.
Or show me
So
anything
how are
that
you
says
going
a
to tell
Black
me
American.
about scrutinizing
And then
the
show
records
me
of
how
my
white
people
people
when you don't
classified
even
you,
have records
reclassified
of
you as
your
a
people?
Black
Y'all
American.
niggas had to
Just
flee
show me.
here
Just show me.
for you to
I'm
come
gonna
here
wait. I'm gonna
and
wait.
tell
Okay,
me
while I
that you
wait,
need
while
to
I
see
wait for that
something
class.
about who I am, nigga. Who?
Copper,
Where are you
relax.
from?
You can't talk over me. Trust, you're gonna get dropped if you get unmuted one more time. Go ahead.
Where are you from?
Go ahead. All right. Nobody gets to know where the fuck I'm from until I introduce your ass.
Yeah, but
Okay?
that's what I'm saying. You musty African niggas flee your homeland and
All right,
come
all
here
right,
and
all
talk
right.
about
We
my
knew you
people.
guys were gonna crash the fuck out. You copper colored colorist. Okay, try me, please try me. Mr. Up, you're up. You're up, bro.
Vibes, man. They was cook. He was
Why did you?
cooking you, man.
They weren't cooking me. You think
He
that's
thought they
cooking, bro?
wasn't
You
cooking,
think that's
man.
cooking, Mr. Up? That's not cooking.
No, bro,
That's
listen. I'm gonna give you
them
some.
getting that. That's
I'm gonna
them
give.
getting that.
I'm gonna give you some advice, bro. I shouldn't be doing this, but
I
I'm gonna
don't
do
need
it.
it. I
No,
don't
just
need it.
listen. Vibes, chill, bro. Listen, vibes. When somebody asks you where you from, when you say don't
Nah,
worry about
Mr.
it.
Up, Mr. Up. I
All
don't
right, man.
have to,
All right,
Mr. Up.
man.
You're on my panel. I
I
gotta ask you first before I give you any intel on me.
okay,
All right.
vibes, man. You got it, man.
Period, Mister. So I will do like I do to everybody. Where you from? I need a race and ethnicity and where you from.
Man, I'm Black American, man. Black American soul, man. Straight from St. Louis.
All right, welcome to the panel. See how easy that
Now
is?
your turn.
Nah, you already know, Mister. I
Your
don't need to
turn,
tell.
vibes.
Look, I'm from Cali. Okay, Black
Oh,
American,
vibe. This
Black
nigga.
American, Cali.
Oh, this nigga vibe. Hey, bro, come on, bro, chill, bro. See, man. This is why FBA was
Nah,
created.
you heard how they got crazy. You heard how they got crazy.
Hey,
Yeah,
bro,
Black
this.
American,
Hey,
believe it. Trust,
hey, look, hey,
trust that.
vibes. You give your when somebody asks you where you from, and you say, "Don't worry about it." You give yourself up, bro. I ain't want to tell you that because that's
Nah,
how we know.
I told them they have to be at least cordial and come up here and introduce themselves first. I'm not going to introduce myself, and they're out of pocket. They're out of line. I was talking to one person. They wanna hop
Hey,
in.
but
You know,
vibes, you know I know you, bro. Right? I mean, I don't know you, but you know I
I
know,
don't know you like that, Mister
bro. You
Up. I
know I
just see
know
you
where
around.
I know where you from,
Can't
bro.
be trusted, Mister Up. You can't be trusted. So
I ain't
go ahead
saying
and
I
tell
ain't
them where.
saying nothing. I'm letting
Go
you get it off.
ahead. Go
I,
ahead. Drop the low. Drop
I
the
ain't
low on
saying
me.
nothing, bro. I'm just saying I know where you from, bro. Like, you know. But
All
it's
right.
all
All right.
good. You know, you can be, you can, I see.
All right. Speak on the prompt, Mister Up.
Can a Black American be a Pan African? Um, a soul Black American, I don't think a soul can. A soul Black American, a foundational soul, they more focused on American and being Black. Being Black is more important than being African to them, to me. I understand what they don't really care about that, you know what I'm saying? But you call yourself a Black American vibes, so
It's the
you can
same,
be,
brother. What you talking about?
I know you Pan African vibes, right?
Black and African is the same thing. What you talking about?
I don't know what a soul foundational Black American is,
You don't know what a Black American
but
soul is?
I don't know no Black American soul on my life. I don't know what a Black American
Damn, bro,
soul
you
is, but
never.
you started your own chapter. It sounds like, you
No,
feel
that's not
me,
a
but
bro,
it's all
bro.
good.
That's look vibes.
It's
Google
all good.
vibes. Google what is a Black American soul, bro.
I'll
That
Google
is
it. I'll
old,
Google
bro.
it.
It's old,
So you're
bro.
saying a soul Black American can't be a Pan Africanist? Is that what you said?
It's more focusing on us. It's more focusing on Black. We feel like Africa got their own stuff and they got their own thing going on. A
Mm-hmm.
Black American soul, like I say, it's more focused on us. You got to come from them Southern roots. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just,
All right. That's your submission. I'm gonna move on to KB. KB, go ahead, introduce yourself, brother. Welcome back, and you want to respond?
I'm third generation. My family from Africa and the Caribbean islands. My father's from the Caribbean. My mom's from Africa. But I'm third generation in America.
he know about that soul.
Peace, African. Peace.
Yeah, vibes. So
You wanna
I don't know what the.
yeah.
Huh?
Go ahead, brother.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Say what you're gonna say.
No, I said welcome to the panel, KB.
Oh, okay. All right. But
Welcome to the panel.
how you doing, bro? How you been, man? No time no see, man.
I'm hanging in here, man. Likewise, good to see you too. Good to hear from you.
Yeah, good to hear from you too, brother.
Look at y'all getting along. I like that.
You know, but Obi got his page back open. I see. You know. But anyway, you want me to dress
Yeah,
you
he
up?
out there.
Can
He out there doing his thing. Yeah,
yeah, he out
Look at
there.
all y'all
You
boys.
can
All y'all
you
boys
can
cooking up.
respond. Come on, Mister Up. Hold on, man. Let the OG land his. You can respond to what we've said so far, KB, or you can speak on the prompt. It's all the floor is yours, brother.
African and black people's the same, man. The black America, they all the same. It's no difference. You know, if you could go to Africa, you could find somebody look just like you, just like Africa. Come here to America, find somebody look like them. There's no difference, man. It's just that the split came from uh, some type of genocide material to go at each other. But we all the same. You know, you go to Caribbean islands, you got people that look like us. You go to Africa. You even go to India, in the African part of India, you see people look like us. You go to Australia, all over. So I don't know where the split came from about I'm black and you're not, and you're African, all that. That's stupidity. That's like you playing puzzles with your brain, and whoever's watching is looking at you like an idiot, especially from another color, because when a white man is in America, he always talk about his European background, just like China talk about their China background, Japan. But the black Americans now saying they're not from Africa, that looks stupid, man. You look like an idiot, man. You know, it's sad though, but it is what it is. You know.
I just think I feel like they think black is more important than Africa. And I feel like they deserve it. I feel like they've been carrying Africa, carrying black, and now it's a lot of Africans over here. It's a lot of third, second, first generation. They can have, let them do that. And then we're going to focus on black, man. We
Well,
did
bro,
our job.
you gotta remember, my grandparents came over in the 1900s. They landed in Harlem. And back in those days, it was only Italians, Irish, and people from the Caribbean islands and Africa in Harlem. Your people was down south. Y'all was in the areas where y'all was getting
Hold up.
messed
Hold up.
around by the whites. Hold up, bro. Let me say something.
Hold
Y'all
up,
was
bro.
getting messed around by the whites, getting, taken over by the white people in the south. And a lot of y'all ran up north.
So
And up
listen.
north, we gave your jobs. We helped your guys out. And now you're saying that that you helped us out. No, we helped y'all out a lot because y'all was catching hell down south. You understand what I'm saying? If you know the history, you got to go back and look at the history. Like in Harlem, you had that lady, right? Madam St. Clair. She was from St. Kitts. She had a big business in Harlem. You had Arnold Rothstein. He was from St. Kitts. Had a big business in Harlem. You had Watusi and them from Africa. They had businesses in Harlem. This in the 1900s, 1920s. And when your black people was catching hell, they ran up to up north. You had the Garveyites, like Marcus Garvey. He was from Jamaica. You had a lot of prominent black people. W. Du Bois. He's another West Indian.
So look,
So
let
you
me.
can't.
Go
So
ahead.
you can't. Malcolm X. His mother was from Grenada.
So his
So
father,
you
black
so
American. So
But as far as you separating yourself, you look as I'm not gonna say because you're my brother, but I'm gonna call you my brother because I don't think like the way y'all think. But for you separating yourself, you're looking real bad out here.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because what about America goes down? You do know what's going on right now with the wars and stuff. Where you gonna run to? You
So
can't run to Africa because you talk bad about Africa. It is noted. So how you gonna run to Africa and build a new thing for your family, or if you have a family, or your kids? Because America's about to get destroyed.
okay. So listen, KB. You just
Yeah,
said
brother.
you just said New York. You said no black Americans in New York. It was all
No,
Caribbean people.
not in the 1900s.
Okay. So
But look, can I say something? Like
go
I'm
ahead.
gonna you see, you ever heard of Central Park? You ever heard of Central Park in New York?
It was all there was a black American neighborhood
No,
that
it
they
was
tore
called
down.
Senegal. It was called Senegal. Those are African people that had that. Those are African people. You
Bro.
gotta remember. You gotta
Listen,
remember. A lot of black people was prominent up north, not
KB.
down south.
KB, we got Congo Square in Louisiana. Listen, bro, being African was something that was like a middle finger to America. So it's like I ain't American, I'm African. Until Africans showed up, until real Africans showed up, bro. You can't tell me there wasn't black Americans in New York, bro. You can't tell me that.
No,
But look though,
they
but look,
was
I'm gonna
there,
say this
but you
though,
gotta
KB.
remember. You gotta remember. A lot of people that was in back in that time, they still was fresh. Because you gotta remember that's not too long from slavery. Because slavery was basically African people. Now, you may say some people say, "Oh, we was here before." Yeah, you had some prominent black people who was here before that wasn't slaves. Yeah, but they still was African.
KB, listen.
Set up shop, you know.
I understand what you're saying, but bro, if you set up shop in New York, all people from St. Kitts had all them businesses. Why we don't got nothing in the Caribbean? Ain't nothing.
You
Ain't
got
nothing.
you got to go to Caribbean. You got to go to Africa. You got to travel. You don't listen to what you hear.
Bro.
You
Listen.
got beautiful beaches. You got beautiful things. If you let's put it this way, if you successful in America and eventually get your pension or whatever, you get 2 pensions, you can live anywhere in the world and live like a king. You gotta remember, you could build a mansion when you get ready to retire and you meet have a beautiful wife and all that. You say, look, well, let me go live in Bahamas. Let me go live in Africa. You could build mansions. You could the way you living over here, you'll be living like a king over there. You can have land, farmland. You can have a mansion. You can have a swimming pool. Everything. You know how much you pay for a mansion over there? Only like $1,200 a month.
I hear what you're saying, bro.
But over here, the white man gonna let you suffer. He don't want you to see the other side. He want to keep you brainwashed and going against your people, not know how to build anywhere else but in America. He's keeping you down. Cause right now you're saying that basically you really counting on America to save you. They're not here to save you. They're here to keep you down.
Listen. I put my race. I put black before being African. Being African doesn't.
You can say you African descent. I can respect that.
That's
but
cool
don't
too.
Don't knock Africa because you knock at Africa. You talk about
only reason
my mom,
I'm about to give you a
know?
reason why I knock Africa. I'm gonna give you the reason.
Go ahead, brother.
Anybody can be African, brother. Brother, they got African Northern Africans that say they're not African. They got Elon Musk. They got Elon Musk. He's an African, bro. I don't want nothing to do with
Africa because they born in Africa and and he's South African.
That's cool and all, but
they colonizers. They colonize. They're not original.
That's cool though, but I'm gonna put my race before anything African because it's too much. It's too much.
What is your
going
race?
on.
What is your race?
Black American. I'm putting the black over all that.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Black comes before
What's
African.
your last name?
Miller.
Okay, your family was held by slavery.
Yes, I descend from soldiers and slaves, home
right,
of the brave.
You was from slavery, right? Now look at this. The name Miller is your slave master's, the one that was, buck breaking your family and everything he was doing to your family, and you proud of that?
Bro, I'm so proud of it. We got.
How you can be proud of a man?
Hold on. You can't say. Hold up.
Go ahead, brother.
Hold up. Is a Nigerian proud to be from Nigeria? Even though they got conquered and colonized and their African leader is shitty, ain't they still proud?
Yeah, but they gotta
remember
something.
You can't KB.
No, you gotta remember.
Hey, hold up, KB. You can't tell me I can't be. You can't tell
me.
You
gotta remember, they still got their culture. They still got their language. They still know where they come from.
Every time I'm from St. Louis, bro. I got my own lingo, my own culture. If I run into somebody from Chicago that's a Black American, somebody from Memphis that's a Black American, we know each other, bro. I don't know how it works in New York.
You can meet a brother like me that my family from Africa and the Caribbean islands, and I'll be cool with you. We can
we can be cool, but I know you're not like a nigga from Memphis or a nigga from
What's like the difference?
Cause you're okay, listen.
Muhammad Ali was from Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky, and he went around the world. Everybody love him. Muhammad Ali.
They're my peoples, bro.
No, but look at this. Muhammad Ali was from Louisville, Kentucky. Who's the most famous man in the world? Muhammad Ali, because he's loved by everybody, every continent, right? So what you're telling me don't make any sense.
Listen, bro, Jamaicans and Trinidadians, they probably don't get along, but they understand each other because they both from the Caribbean. I'm from Black America. Me, Memphis, St. Louis, Dallas, we get along because we understand each other, brother. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It is a difference.
I hang out people from the South like me. See, like Vibe, me and Vibe, we getting along with you. We're not badgering you. I mean, you can learn my culture, and I can learn your culture. That's how people become friends.
Right, but what happens when your people becomes more dominant in my culture? What happens then?
What do you mean dominant? So what? They Black like you?
No. This is what happens. Together. Let me tell you what happens, KB.
Go ahead.
The foundation my people lay here in St. Louis, the way we talk, the way we walk, the way we move, If a gang of Caribbeans come here and we be cool with them and they cool, if they numbers get up, guess what they gonna say? Oh man, St. Louis Blues, that came from Caribbean people. We was there. Man, all your lingo, that came
That's
from us.
totally
Oh, no, hold up, KB. That came from us. We was right there with you. Then next thing you know, when when we let the black Caribbeans in, guess who they bring with them, KB? They bring in the Latinos, the Fat Joes. We don't like them.
those
Where I'm
people.
from, bro, we don't party with Latinos, bro. That's some New York stuff, bro. We don't rock with them, bro. That's not our culture where I'm from. Latinos stay on one side of town. They know not to play with us.
You know
And they,
about Memphis.
no, I'm from St. Louis, and Memphis like that too.
But look at what y'all did. Y'all gave Elvis Presley all the attributes to be famous.
Huh?
Elvis Presley, a white man, he grew up with the black people in the projects.
Bro,
Elvis Presley.
everybody know Chuck Berry from St. Louis,
No,
from
I'm
my
saying that
city.
y'all gave him. Y'all got along with him, and he was a white man.
Who? Man, we ain't get
Elvis
along.
Presley.
Listen, bro, Elvis stole everything just like the white man's.
Right.
Where you from? Where you from, KB?
Well, me, I grew up in my family's from my mother's from Sierra Leone, Africa, and my father from Barbados.
Okay,
But
listen, just like
I'm third
Barbados.
generation here, but I grew up as a child. I grew up in Harlem.
Okay,
You
so
understand? So
you
I grew
grew
up
up
with
in Black
everybody.
American culture, bro. Harlem is Black American culture,
Right.
bro.
That's right.
That's what I'm saying. So you probably got a different respect because you're older. KB, we dealing with a younger generation of baby immigrants, bro, and they very disrespectful. Y'all niggas ain't do nothing. We did this. We was here. Y'all ain't create no hip hop. Like what? Who is these people? And they mamas and daddies from somewhere else. So me being a country boy from St. Louis, I'm seeing what they doing in New York. I'm seeing what they doing down in Florida. So now I understand why we so territorial where I'm from. We like, nah, nigga, you Haitian, you Jamaican, you gotta go over there. You gotta stay over there. You know what I'm saying?
Black people in America they created hip hop. They
No,
created hip hop.
listen,
But you got to remember the Caribbean people like Grandmaster Flash, Bambaataa, and Kool Herc. They from the islands, right? And they executed it,
listen. They said
right?
this why is it dangerous, bro. And I don't even care for hip hop because where I'm from, bro, soul music and funk override all that. But letting everybody in your culture, this is a problem because Kool Herc is a DJ. That's like me saying DJ Khaled invented trap music. But we let y'all in, y'all took advantage. So a nigga say, damn, bro, so Jamaicans created hip hop? Yeah, we created it. How, bro? What's a DJ? What rap y'all got? Well, we didn't create rap. We created the DJ and the beats, and we brung.
But reggae, if you listen to reggae music, reggae is similar to hip hop. Because the
Reggae
man
came.
he's speaking knowledge on the microphone. Old reggae, they talking about um everything, war, everything that's going on in the world. It's just like hip hop was doing in the beginning. So they both like, I'll be honest with you, they both was like cousins. They landed together. You can't say one was better than the other. They both was cousins because all that soul comes from Africa anyway. All
Nah,
that
don't.
soul.
Hey,
They don't
listen. Hey,
come from
listen.
no Indians.
Hey, KB.
They
I'm
don't
real.
come from
I'm
no
real.
Indians.
I'm real
But they
sensitive.
and
Hey, I'm real sensitive about that soul word, bro. That's my
that
people's,
comes from
bro. Don't. We ain't giving soul to no Africans, my boy.
if you ever go to Africa, if you see people how they play the drums, how they dance, how they do a lot of things, they that is similar to the African Americans
And
also.
that's cool and all, but this black over here, we ain't and soul ain't going. We
But
not
what's the
giving
difference?
soul to no African.
But you know what black means?
Everybody is, bro. We
But
don't care about
no,
that,
I'll ask you a
man.
question, brother. Do you know what black means?
It means American.
No, black. It means that anybody that come from the African bloodline. I can show you that. That's what a black means.
Okay,
Anybody
so
that comes from the African bloodline. You understand what I'm
do you
saying?
think Africans care? Hold on, KB. Do you think Africans really care about being black, bro? Do you think they care in Africa? Do you think they care?
But you gotta say, like, come over here.
No,
They
KB,
love the brothers,
KB.
but you know what it is?
Just give me a yes or no answer, big bro. Do you think Africans in Africa care about being black? Do you think that?
Yeah, they love being black, and
Oh,
they always say they
KB,
black.
man, come on, bro. KB, come on, bro.
Listen.
Hold on, how
You
about this,
can't.
KB? KB,
Both of us, we can't get away from being black, cause that's who we are.
hold on, KB. How about this? How
You're
about this?
not white. We're not white.
or they're in
We're not
Africa,
European.
or in Africa, or their being where they from as far as tribes, aren't their tribes more important than being black? Their tribes, right?
Yeah, but they still
See,
black,
that's a,
brother.
see, look.
Pull that to the side. Pull that to the
Listen,
side. 'Cause you
come
gotta
on.
remember, they could call Africa Negro land in the
That's
Negro land. You
cool
know
and
that, right?
all. That's cool and all. But I'm asking you a question.
Go ahead.
The Africans in Africa, their tribe is more important than being black. Don't you agree?
But you. Can I be honest with you? But you mix it up because they still black. So
I'm
how you gonna say that's more important than being black? They
I'm
black.
saying if I'm an Igbo, if
Okay. Go
if
ahead.
I'm a Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, all these tribes they got, bro, that is more important than being black, right? In Africa, right? Am I
No,
yes
because
or no?
if you go to Africa, the first thing they're gonna say you black like me. They're
Man,
gonna
come on,
say that
man.
to you, bro, because you mixing things up. You're trying to disassociate black people from being who they are.
No,
That's
I'm
what
just
you're doing
no,
right now. Because right now, if I take you to my mother's homeland, Sierra Leone, they're gonna recognize you as a black man,
for
and they're
sure.
gonna treat you respect.
That's
Just like in any part else of Africa. If you go to even Mexico, you got black people over there that's from African descent. If you go there, they're gonna recognize you as being black. Now, if you go out there acting like a damn fool and disrespecting each other, want to bang their women, anywhere around the world, disrespect people, they're gonna disassociate themselves with you. Now, if you go respect, like sit at a table, eat with people, and be kind and get to know their culture like they get to know yours, have a good time and eat, drink, and then eventually they say, oh, you can always welcome back. That's a different story.
so why do Africans say we didn't know we was black until we came to America?
What Africans said that?
A lot of them.
Nah,
They
that's
used to
not
say,
true.
they used to say that. That's how they win over white people. That's how they win over
The
others.
difference between
Listen. If
African,
I'm an African and I'm talking to a white man and I tell him black, I don't know nothing about black. I didn't even know I was black till I came to America. And the white man say, yeah, you're nothing like the black Americans. Yeah, this is what they do, bro. I've witnessed it. I've seen it.
you can't say that because now you're talking about my uncles and them that who came over here in second generation. They working for the MTA. They got good jobs and they respected each other as black people. And I saw my
Bro, they
uncles
have to
marry
learn how
black
to be black
American
over
women.
here, though,
No,
KB. When they get over
brother,
here, they
I
learn
saw
how to
them
be
marry
black,
black
KB.
American women. They married black American women. I
But
got
listen, when
cousins that
KB, when they get here, that's when they learn to be black. They don't know how to be black in where they from because black is not important. It's not important.
you
Yoruba is
don't you
important. Igbo is important. Wherever tribe you're
bro,
from is way more important.
don't you know they experienced racism like you did over here in America?
That's even worse. Don't
And they
say that.
called them all
I
kind
don't
of
even want to know
names.
that because if they experience racism in Africa and they come over here acting like that, that's even worse, KB. So don't even tell me that. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt they don't experience racism with white people, bro.
101. You ever had an African disrespect you?
And
Just tell me the truth. Don't forget about what everybody else say. You tell me your life. When you
I
wake up out
mean,
of your bed, did you ever have an African or Caribbean person disrespect you? Go up, pull guns on you, disrespect you, rob you, or watch it every move you make so they can take your car, probably go in your house and burglarize your house and things of that nature. Anything ever that happened to you?
I heard it happening to black Americans in
Yeah, but
Africa.
black Americans would go.
In
Black
Africa,
Americans
though,
today they fight against each other, right? Right. Look at this.
where black
They
people don't fight
got
against
gangs
each
like
other.
the Bloods and the Crips, and they black people. They killing each other in the streets every day.
This ain't the 80s, bro. That shit is getting squashed right now as we speak, KB. You got
Right.
Bloods and Crips shaking up in the car together right now and
But look
putting
at the
black
other gangs
and
that's
putting
formulated. Well, look at the
and look, AKB, and you know what's bringing it together? You know why GDs and BDs is getting along now? Being a black American is bringing everybody together. And it's a good sight. I love seeing it, bro. We calling each other soul brothers and soul sisters now. It all coming back to us. We good, man. We straight over
so
here.
we was saying back in the 80s and the 90s and the early 70s.
But we
That's what we were saying. That's what
but
my
look, but
parents were
look
saying in
though.
the 60s.
We since it's so much see you different, KB. You different, bro. You remind me of what's that one Nigerian dude, bro? He cool as hell and he understand. What's that nigga name? I forgot that. Godfrey. You know Godfrey?
Godfrey, yeah, that's my man. Yeah, Godfrey from
Godfrey,
Chicago.
listen, bro. Godfrey, the older y'all older generation understand and y'all appreciate it and I respect y'all. It's the new generation. It's the ones that don't appreciate nothing. They 20 something, 30 something, and you niggas ain't done nothing, trying to disrespect us while talking like us and walking like us.
You
That's
mean
the
like that when
problem.
you be on the panel? You mean when you be on these
Man,
panels?
listen, it's the panel, it's the I just seen an African say he went on ESPN and said, yes, I am favored and highly favored because I know where I come from and I'm Nigerian and in a white American accent talking to white people trying to diss us on the side. See, these people, they try to belittle us to push their culture up, you know what I'm saying? But their culture ain't shit. So it's like you pushing us, you pushing down on us and we see you. We see what you doing, bro. You up here trying to pander to white people
Yeah,
talking about
but
some, I'm not
but you
I'm
got
not black
people.
American.
You
Bro,
got people.
I seen Haitians get put over by the police and say, hey bro, I'm not black American, I'm Haitian, man. I ain't with this when Black Lives Matter was going on, when it was riots everywhere. Everybody wanted to disassociate from us, bro, real quick. I seen it, bro. You can't
But
tell
don't it
me.
go both ways? Cause look at this. You got Black Americans that be calling African people booty scratchers.
Man,
They
that's
live in the
elementary
jungles.
school, man.
They say a lot of bad derogatory things with the white man and laugh
Listen, let
at
me
them.
hey
With the
KB,
white man. Look at
KB,
Tariq Nasheed. He's
KB,
with the
listen.
white man now,
KB.
putting down black African people.
Shit, African
Yeah,
leaders
that's
been
a
with the
black man.
Africans been with the white man, KB. They been with them.
No, we had our own. We had our
KB,
own.
KB,
We had
listen,
our
bro.
own.
KB, listen. The African leaders been sitting down with the white man, brother. We was the one fighting and all that, while the African and the white nigga doing their own. Hey, let's get this money. Fuck them niggas. Listen, KB, how about this, right? When the Irish was in America and the
Right?
government was doing the Irish dirty, you know who pulled up about the Irish? The Irish government. When the Chinese, when all that stuff was going on with the Chinese people, and when the Chinese people came here, the Chinese government pulled up on the United States like, hey, bro, stop doing my people like that. Even the Indians, bro, when everybody started going after the Indians and shit, the Indian prime minister pulled up. Hey, man, stop talking about my people, bro. I don't know what's going on. When black Americans was going through what we was going through, bro, nobody pulled up for us. Not you think the African Union pulled up and said, hey man, stop treating the black Americans like that. Hell no, they still was selling them
Did you
oil.
know what
They
happened?
still was
They
selling
tried
them
to
gold.
sanction. They tried to sanction. That's why they killed
So
Malcolm, because Malcolm got together with the African nations, and they were gonna pull together because they was tired of that what was going like you just said, and they assassinated Malcolm before he went to the UN. See, Malcolm was gonna speak at the UN. He Africa had to back them up. They was
listen,
backing him up, but they killed him before he got to the UN. But the
listen.
reason why the Chinese and the Irish and them get over more, you got to
Cause
remember.
they pulled up about their people, bruh. They pulled up. The Chinese man say, hey, you're not gonna do my people like that, bro. The Irish man say, hey, you ain't gonna do my people like that in America. You're not gonna do that. The African said, you pay me? Good. Fuck them niggas. That's exactly what happened, bro. That's what they do now. So you can't listen, bro. I don't hate Africans, bro. I just put black in front of that. I know being an African don't mean nothing to me. Being black does, bro. You can't get mad at that because that's all we know
I
where I'm
know, but
from.
I rather you say that. Okay, my descent came from Africa, but I'm a Black American now. I don't know nothing about Africa, but I'm a Black American now, so I consider myself Black American. But my descent comes from Africa. That's more
Listen, bro. I ain't gonna
smarter.
lie.
That's
I ain't
more
gonna lie.
smarter. That's more smarter than say you're not African. Because when you deal with people who's very intelligent, they're gonna look. And I know you're very intelligent the way you talk, but I'm just giving you a brief. They're gonna say this guy is not is kind of don't have no intelligence because now he's telling us he's not from Africa. You understand what I'm saying? You're not respecting yourself.
But
But if
everybody
you
is
say
a
I'm African descent, but I'm just a black, I'm born in America and I'm a black American, I could give you more respect. At least you say,
KB. I never said I wasn't African descent, but I'm more than African descent, KB. I don't
okay,
give
I understand
Africa
that.
all of my accomplishments, bro. I'm not that, bro. I'm not that type of guy. If a motherfucker say, "Are you African?" No, I'm not. Or I got African
But you
descent.
gotta remember too. You
Uh,
gotta remember when before George Washington was here with the black Moors that was here from Africa, right? They set up the laws here, right? And then George Washington came much later because who wrote the laws? The Moors, right? They wrote the 14th Amendment, things of that nature. And then George Washington came. They came later. You understand? And the Masons was formed by the Moors. but the white, well, George Washington came later and did some trickery stuff. I don't want to say too much online because this is Vi's page because they will sanction your page because it happened to me a few times. But I'll say this, that the Black Moors set up shop here. That's why when I be hearing people say that they Indian, but they not Indian. They was from the Moorish Empire.
Hey,
They bloodline from the Moorish Empire, not the Indians.
you ever
You
heard
understand
somebody?
what I'm saying?
You ever heard
But
somebody say Mo?
nah, huh?
Mo, like the word Mo, like hey Mo.
No, I'm talking about no, I'm talking about the Moorish, the Moors, the Black
So it's
Moors.
the Moors. The Moors is the niggas with the big red hats, right?
Nah, that's that new shit. I'm talking about the ones
Okay.
that came over here and they got along with the Indians
Yeah.
and
Okay. Yeah, I know what
they
you're
set up
saying.
shop here, and then they did a little trick and they intercepted the Indians. They got the Europeans involved like an army and they took over America. You know, they slayed the Indians and got them out and they took over America. But you like if you go back, if you look back, this like they told you Columbus was a white man, right? Columbus wasn't no white man. Columbus was a Moor. He was a Moor. Just
I
like
kind
the
of figured he
Nino
was
brothers.
probably mixed or some shit. Probably.
And the navigators that navigated the ships was with Nino brothers. They was African.
I could believe that.
You understand what I'm saying? Because they learned how to navigate their ships from Ghana. You understand? So when they went, so that's why when the Nino brothers came over, they knew how to talk the Moorish language with the Moors, whoever was controlling stuff. When they took out the Indians, then they started setting up shop, building empires, Tartarian empires, all type of empire, like the White House. You see that White House? That White House been there before George Washington got here. That was a castle. Most of these things was castles. You go to these old ancient churches, most of these things was castles before they were churches that was built by the Moors. Most of these prisons that you say they prisons, those was castles at one time. They got ancient castles, and even in Harlem, that the Moors built, brownstones and things of that nature. You understand? So you got to learn the history of America, man. How what really? I can't talk too much, man, because you get too much. You
Hey,
know,
hold up. Hey, look, KB.
but I would say like this: just learn, just get this book called uh uh Before Columbus. That's a good book to read, and you're gonna learn about your history. Like before Columbus, you're gonna see about the Africans who was coming over here that was doing trading with the Indians, the Moors. You're gonna learn a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? But um, a lot of our people, they don't know. They go on with the Indian, the feathered stuff, but they don't know. They used to wear crowns and jewels and had gold and everything that was free to them.
So
They don't
listen.
know
So
about
listen.
these
You
things.
saying the people that claim indigenous are basically Moors
Yeah, the ones
here in
that was
America.
that yeah, the black people that was already here, they was from the Moorish bloodline, but they don't. They claimed in the Indian, but the Indian only a word that the European man gave you. That's not even a culture, man.
Native American, whatever it's called.
Yeah,
But
Native American. That's not even a culture. I would say the indigenous people. But you got to remember, but a lot of African people that came before Columbus, they was mating with the red man. Y'all call them Siberians, and they started having kids, and then you started getting darker and darker, and that's why you got some Americans that claim their family was already here. Yeah, it's true from mating with the Africans. Yeah,
I ain't
but
gonna lie to you, KB. I really don't care about none of that because I look forward. So KB, if you was in Black American shoes, right? You let all these black people in thinking they're your people, but
I'm
then these
American myself. Looks like Vibe is American. Vibe is an African Mexican American. Vibe. He's a good brother. His family's from African ancestry, just like mine.
But listen,
But I'm
having
saying the fact
African
is,
ancestry doesn't mean you have claim to Black American culture, though. That's why it's a problem,
but
bro.
why is it a claim? Why you gotta be a
Because
claim?
listen, if I say I rap, guess what an African gonna say? Rap came from Africa. If I say I'm from the home of the blues, guess what an African gonna
But you're
say?
talking about
Blues.
music.
Hold
Music
on,
can't do
hold on.
nothing
Blues
for you,
come from
brother.
you.
Go
It
ahead.
start off with music, KB, then it goes to other stuff, brother.
Yeah, but you think about it. Who control the music?
It don't matter who
Now
control
I'm
it.
asking
It
you a
doesn't
question.
matter, bruh.
It don't mean anything.
If I say I'm from the home of the blues, and you tell me it came from Africa, and I say No, it didn't. Then I say, we rap. Then you say that come from Africa. I'm like, huh?
Yeah,
Then
but
you say,
we
all the
can remember
dance moves you
something.
do
What
came from
you're
Africa.
talking about, brother,
Hold on,
that's
and
not
then
gonna bring you.
hold on. The fight y'all put up, that soul, like you just said, that soul come from Africa. Hey, bro, this ain't come from Africa, because if it was, Africa be over there fighting for their rights, and we'll be fleeing over there.
You
This
don't
came
see
from
James
us.
Brown, all them the people that James Brown to go have concerts in Africa. You know all that dancing James Brown do. He know I came from Africa. When he said I'm black and I'm proud, he's proud to be an
He
African
would have said
American.
African and
But let me
proud
say this.
then.
Let me say this. Let me
He would have
get
said
go on.
African and proud,
That's
KB.
not the point. To you bringing up low level points about music, that's nothing. Because
No,
as
it
we get
is
down to
something.
it, let me
See,
say
that's the
something. As we get
problem
down
with
to
y'all,
no,
bro.
but look,
It
but
is something.
let me explain myself.
That it is
You gotta
something
remember
though.
the Jews control all the music.
And who you
So
think
you
control? Listen.
so
It
just talking
it
about
don't
music
matter,
ain't gonna
KB,
get
because
you nowhere.
who control the Caribbean islands, KB?
No, but I'm trying to
Who
break
control
things down.
KB?
Look,
Who
but
control the
listen,
Caribbean
listen.
islands? Who
I'm
control the
trying to tell
Caribbean
you.
islands, KB?
No, the Caribbean islands are controlled by our own people because we got our
Man,
own money.
listen,
We got
KB, let me
black
tell you,
people. Our
KB,
own
let me
people run
tell
the
you who
island. They got
control
our
the
own prime
Caribbean
ministers and
islands.
presidents. Go ahead.
KB, let me tell you who
Just
control
like
the Caribbean.
Africa.
Listen, let me tell you who control the Caribbean islands. Chinese and people that's Arab, Lebanon,
Chinese buying up land, but
hold
they
up,
don't
hold
control
up. And the
nothing.
Lebanese, bro. Y'all don't control
No,
nothing, bro.
they buying up land, but they
But
don't
guess
control
what?
nothing. As you speak, a
But
lot of
guess
them is
what?
getting kicked out of
But guess what?
Caribbean and Africa right
Listen.
now.
Y'all can't get no decent jobs in y'all island. Y'all can't even y'all foreign people get more work and more money than y'all on the island. So bad you had to flee to America for a better
We
life,
didn't
brother.
flee to
So
America,
and
brother.
guess
You gotta
what?
remember.
And guess what,
You
KB?
gotta see you
And
talk.
KB,
We
guess
didn't
what?
flee to America.
You
You gotta
come
remember. We didn't flee to America.
you left your country.
We came for opportunities to bring back
You
to.
fled your country, gang. It's
No,
okay.
that's not fleeing. Okay, I'm
But
gonna
look
ask you
though.
a question.
KB, hold
I'm
on.
gonna
One
ask
more
you a
thing.
question. I'm gonna
KB,
ask you a question.
KB,
I'm gonna
one
ask you
more
a question.
thing. And I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
let you
ask you a
talk.
question. I'm gonna ask you a
Hold
question.
on, KB, because I
No,
don't
but
want to forget it.
go
I'm
ahead.
gonna forget.
Go
Listen,
ahead.
I don't want to forget. So you the islands, Africa, them leaders do them all type of ways, bro. To the point where they gotta come to
Don't
America.
believe that. Don't believe that. That's
Okay,
a
listen, for a better life, right? So
don't
look,
believe that. Don't believe that.
guess what you do when
Don't
you
believe that.
hold up. Guess what y'all do when you well not y'all. Guess what they do, KB, when they get to America after their country basically told them to kick rocks. They wave that flag with pride. So you telling me a black American that family put it down, made a whole lane in America for other black people to thrive in. I can't be proud of what I did, bro. I can't be
But
proud
the
of that.
black Americans that make it for
Hold
the
on,
Africans
hold on,
they've been coming here. We've been
hold on,
coming here, brother. We've been
hold on,
coming here since the early
I'm just saying.
1800s. But I'm just saying,
You can't
Mister
tell
Up,
me I can't be
Mister
proud
Up.
of my
let me
shit.
say one thing. Let
Name
me
me
say one
something
thing, good
personal
brother.
that you did for us
Let me
as
say
African
something.
Hey,
Americans.
listen. Hey, hold
Hold up, man.
on.
Let me talk to the brother, man. Well, brother, when the North flee to the, I mean, when the South flee to the North because of slavery, was that fleeing?
No, they still was in their country.
Well, no. I'm asking you a question. Wasn't that fleeing?
No, they still in their country.
No,
They
that's
didn't flee
fleeing,
their
brother. That's
country.
fleeing.
They
You're
didn't flee
fleeing from
their
the white
country,
man
KB.
taking hell down there, right?
KB, they didn't flee
Wait,
their
hold
country.
on. So you can't say that Afro Caribbean flee.
They
That's
ran
not
away from
flee.
an all black country.
They came here for better
They should
opportunities.
have made an opportunity for
And
black
then
people
they
in a
come
black
back home and
country.
make better opportunities for their
They
families.
should have made a black
But that's the way
opportunity in
life
a
always
country they
been,
come
though.
from.
But that's how life
Don't
always
come
been.
over here to the so-called white country and get an
Listen, they can
opportunity
soak. Look, brother.
when
If
you
they
come
can
Uh,
from a
soak
he
up
black
what
said
they
it
can
right
country.
the
soak up,
first time.
if they can soak up what they can soak up, what's wrong with that? The land is milk and honey for everybody. I never heard this person
Hold
can't
on.
come. So why you telling the white man? Did he flee from Europe? Did the white man flee from Europe? So the white man controlling everything. So he's a fleer too, right? He took the land from the Indians. He took it from the Moors. So he's a fleer. I'm asking you a question. Up, is he a fleer? He fleed here, took your culture, took your land, took your name and everything. But is he a fleer? Tell him to get out before you tell an African or
They,
Caribbean.
they,
You gotta tell him to leave
they
first.
ain't they ain't gonna do that, KB. They too scared to. They know who got the juice over here.
I don't see where he went. He left.
Yeah, he right there.
No, he's
He
still there.
look. They get quiet when you talk about their daddy.
And
When you
can
talk,
I ask a question
Man,
because
if you
that's
come
kind of
from a
related to
if you had to flee a
But
black
that's
country,
just.
you can't tell me nothing. Flat out.
But we ain't against you,
dude.
brother. See, you got that thing. You're
Mr.
against
Moto,
us.
Mr.
Nobody's
Moto,
against you.
see, you might want to watch your mouth. You might want you might want to watch your mouth.
Moose, shut up. Shut up, Moose.
You might want to watch your
Shut
mouth.
up,
Moose is
Moose. You
here
my
now.
son,
You might
Moose.
want to watch your
You my
mouth.
son, Moose.
I'm your son because you ain't gotta put money on
You
my
my
books.
son, Moose.
Because you ain't gotta
So
put money on my books, right?
Mr. Up, can I ask you a
Mama
question?
African wasn't
When
treating you right, so you had to come to daddy black America.
when somebody from a different state says, you know what, man, I'm not growing here, man, I'm trying to get out of here, man, it's too dangerous, you know, for my family and everything, and they move to another state, that's fleeing, correct?
Did they leave their country?
No.
Okay, no.
This is called the United.
Okay.
Hold up, sir.
Okay, so
You
let me
gotta
give you
remember, this is called the
instances where you
United
actually left
States
your
of
country,
America.
right?
The
Let me give him instances where
United
you
Moose,
fled
States.
his
So guess
Moose,
what?
country.
you can't
Based
tell me
off,
nothing, Moose.
no. So based off the states have different laws, policies, and everything that goes on that can affect the individual. So guess what? You may live in a state that doesn't have no jobs. You know what I mean? The jobs are very limited. You know, you're living in poverty, and you say, and it can be dangerous. It can be some racism and all that stuff. You're like, you know what? I'm out of here. This state that I live in is not beneficial for me. So I'm going to move to another state that may be more
Dude,
prosperous.
it's not the same, bro.
Isn't that
It's not
fleeing?
the same,
Isn't
bro.
Yes, it is, sir.
Bro,
Yes, it
I'm
is.
looking at
Can I say something
I'm
real
looking at
quick?
We
Illinois
live
right
in the
now, bro.
United States of
I'm looking
America.
at
Brother,
Illinois
I
right
am.
now from
I
Missouri,
am.
dude. I can
Let me
literally just
just
Yes.
walk over
tell
there.
him something real quick, my brother. You see, let's face it, right? Because he's tried to sound like fleeing means you have to leave a country because Black American FBAs are the fleers of the world, the first fleers.
Oh,
They are known for fleeing, right?
oh,
And it's okay. I'm gonna prove it to you. It's okay. I'm outside too. I might have to shout for so you can hear me. First of all, right? If I say you fled from the south to the north, you will say you did not leave your country. That is fine. How about the time when you fled, right, to Canada,
I'm
Nova
not in Canada,
Scotia?
Moose.
Hold on. If you go now to Nova Scotia, I've been there. I'm a
Yep.
wanderer, right? Listen carefully. You fled from America to Canada, Nova Scotia. You remember when the Haitian Revolution happened, right? And Haiti said any black person in the Americas that finds their way and steps one toe on Haitian soil is free. You fled there. You fled to
I'm not in
Trinidad.
Haiti, Moose.
No, you did. You
Yes,
fled
it
to
is.
Haiti.
I said I'm
You
not
Yes, it
in
fled to
is.
Haiti,
Trinidad.
Moose. I'm not.
It's okay. It's okay. These are all facts. Your communities are still right there, right now. They never left. You fled to Liberia for God's sake in the 1822s. For goddamn sake, you fled to Liberia and you came to Liberia, you enslaved us and sold us as slaves. The same thing your masters did. You did the same thing. And you fled to Mexico. And guess what? In Mexico, the first free state in Mexico was founded by an African named Gaspar Yanga from Gabon. You fled there. You are a bunch of fleers. See, you guys walk around FBAs thinking you're fly because you were born in America. You're not fly, you're bugging. You're not fly, you're bugging.
You my son,
So you
Moose.
might want to see, watch your words. I've been listening, but from now
I
on, watch your
mean, he is
words.
stating facts, mister.
Hey,
He is
listen.
stating
Hey,
facts.
I'm gonna state a fact right here, and I want to know if you gonna give me my props. Mother Africa wasn't treating Moose right, so he had to flee to daddy black
You
America.
can't stop saying flee, brother. That's the
I'm
thing
just
you're messing up
saying.
That's
on.
the thing. See,
It's
I'm
not
I
just
got
fleeing.
paid.
saying.
See,
It's not
KB, let me
fleeing.
Mama
answer him.
Africa
KB,
was
let me answer him.
Mama
KB, let
No,
Africa
you
me
can
was
go
answer
doing
him.
back. It's
Moose.
not
KB,
fleeing.
let me answer
Mama
him. It's
Africa
okay.
was doing Moose wrong, and I had a bed over
It's
here he can
okay.
lay
Let me
in.
answer
Right.
him,
I
KB.
gave him a
See,
Okay,
warm
go ahead.
pillow. I gave him
you
a
see,
warm cover.
Mr. Upright, let me tell you this. Me in particular, I got paid to come to the West because my family has been here for 3 generations. I was raised in Africa on purpose because they know that your school system is indoctrination by the white team man. I was raised in Africa on purpose. My family has been here for 3 generations. I came here because the American government paid me to come here. Go look at your visas. You are paying Africans to come here,
You
same way
my
you are paying
son,
Black
Moose.
Caribbeans
Calm
to come here.
down.
No, see. The difference here is I
Listen,
came here
right?
on a
Listen to him.
plane.
Listen
You
to
came
him.
here on a boat. It's a difference.
You came on an
That's the
expensive
thing.
inner tube, Moose.
Moose,
See,
can I say
listen
something?
carefully. Listen
Expensive
carefully.
inner tube.
No one is fleeing to America because I will
Expensive
not
inner
leave.
You gotta
tube.
stop fleeing. That's no
Listen.
fleeing. That's coming for better
Listen,
opportunities,
I
man. That's no
just told
fleeing.
you, right? See, I just told you I was paid to come to
You
America.
still my
America
son,
paid
man.
me to
It's
come
okay,
here.
bro. Mama Africa wasn't doing you right, Moose. I did you right, Moose. I
Mr.
had a
Upright, I have
bed
a
for you,
question for
Moose.
you.
Moose,
Upright,
when you came to your
Can you
daddy,
listen for a second,
Moose,
though?
when
Can
you
you
came
listen
to
Upright,
for
I
a
your
have a
second?
daddy
question for
house,
Can
you.
you listen for a second, though?
Moose, when you came to your daddy house, I had a
Can you listen
bed
for
for
a
you.
second, though?
Come on,
We're
See,
man.
not we're
listen
not
Come on,
Seriously,
carefully.
man.
you
interested.
Come
We're
on,
not
sound
man.
you
interested
sound
in the
cheesy, man.
father-son
Moose,
fantasy you have
You
going
got
on. Let other people talk.
Listen for a second. Let me just tell you what I'm telling you. I'm telling you this, right? I had to shout because too many cars, but the cars are no longer passing for now. So let me tell you this, right? I got paid to come here. I did not come here because Africa was doing me wrong. No, I got
right.
paid to be here. The same way a lot of Africans got paid to be here. You are the only people that were dragged for free. You came here for free. That's why you were considered cargo. I came on a plane. You came on boats. It's a difference. It's a difference.
There's no disrespect to the African Americans that
no. I
there's
got
no
something for
disrespect.
him.
But
No,
look, but listen,
KB,
but
KB.
upright.
See,
But see,
this is
but
what I'm talking about. He
upright.
can
Listen,
talk
the
about
reason why upright. Let me
he
say
can
something.
talk
The
about
reason why,
boats,
brother,
but soon
if
as I
you
try to talk
Are you
about a
mad
boat,
about boats?
you on a boat,
Did
Moose.
I lie? Did I lie?
I just seen 15 mooses on a
Did I
boat going
lie?
to. I just seen 15 mooses on a boat going to Spain.
Those are
Host, can
refugees.
I say something about this whole fleeing
Those
thing?
are
Because
refugees.
I'm also Nigerian. And I just
They
Yeah,
wanna
look
hold on.
just
Hey,
like you,
hold
Moose.
on, y'all.
because I wanna correct the record with
Hold on,
facts.
hold on. Go ahead, sister.
Thank you. So you guys look at it as fleeing. We are moving towards better opportunities to take advantage of them, something that you Black Americans don't seem to understand very well. We are stimulating two economies right now. My family is here. I have built business for myself. I've gone to school here. So I own property here, right? So I'm taking care of the economy here. I'm also taking care of it back home. I'm paying for people's school fees in Nigeria. My father owns a business in Nigeria. We own homes in Nigeria, right? We're taking care of people there. You don't even have the can you do that? You don't have the concept of not coming to a place and just using up resources,
How
other
old is
people's
Africa?
resources. My country is young. We established independence in the 1960s. How
Oh
old
my!
is America?
Oh my God, bro.
And let's talk about Nigeria because there was a 10-year period in the
I don't want to talk about
1970s and the
Nigeria.
19
Upright,
no,
go
but you
back
don't
on mute.
know.
She's
So
talking, bro.
learn today because
Golly.
I know you don't know.
With a different upbringing than
There
me.
was a
That's
10-year
wild.
period in the 1970s and 1980s where the Nigerian naira was stronger than the American dollar. That was destroyed because of America, the IMF, International Monetary Fund, and the World Bank, right? They fucked Nigeria. So when we come over here to come back and get what's ours and you have an issue with it, what have you taken advantage of in the time that you've been here? But instead you want to be crying with immigrants over a $7 an hour job, pretending that we're taking it from you.
Wait, can I say something real quick and I'll mute up, right? The funny thing is, right, actually, Mr. Upright, he's actually from St. Louis. And fun thing enough, right, this little city, right, it's more dangerous. With the primary is even more dangerous than the whole of Ghana combined. But yeah, I'll get to my my presentation, right? So again, yes, African Americans, call it fleeing or not, yes, they fled to Haiti. There's a group called the Samana Americans who currently reside in Haiti.
Thank you
You can
very
go and
much,
visit
bro.
them right
Thank
now.
you because he thought I was lying.
No, it's true, and I'll
You're on
Damn, he
teacup. We
cut
can't
out.
hear you
Oh,
on
sorry.
teacup.
We have the Sierra Leonean Creoles, who are partially of African American descent, who fled to Sierra Leone. Obviously, we have the American Liberians. I call them the proto FBA. No disrespect, because they decided to go to Liberia, enslave the native populations, and put them, and then illegally transport them to the Spanish colony of Fernando Po, or Equatorial Guinea. The League of Nations actually did a report on it, and they actually condemned Liberia's government for it. And again, right, he's and again he's right. Somebody said something about Trinidad. Yes, there's people in Trinidad. They're called the Americans. And then again, yes, they fled to Mexico. And again, these people, I don't know. And again, they act like, right, when America went into Haiti, and I hear a lot of FBAs complain about Haiti and the Haitians, right? When America went into Haiti and took almost $15 million worth of gold, which could have easily went to the Haitian population, right? And then they put it in the New York City, the New York City bank, right, illegally. Then they had a 15 to 20 year occupation of Haiti, right? And you're asking us why Haitians flee. You're asking why Haitians flee. What kind of stupid question is that? And then again, on top of that, to make matters worse, you guys America backed the son, the next guy who came into power, Papadoc Duvalier, who, that's right, so many Haitians came during the 70s and 80s to flee him. His son, they kept on maintaining his son. And I'll speak for my country, right? Togo. And then again, a lot of these people say, "Oh, modern African leaders are weak," and so on and so forth. Right back then, right during the early 1960s or 1963, I'm sorry, 1960 or 61, when our country gained independence. Right, our president Sylvanus Olympio wanted to move away from France and America. He wanted to move away from the CFA franc and to basically build a self-sustaining Togolese-backed currency. In fact, a few months prior to his death, the banknotes were already ready and prepared. They were already ready and prepared, ready to go out. Coincidentally, right, a coup d'etat was launched against him, and then all of a sudden he died at the American embassy. I don't believe in coincidence. I really don't. The guy who came after him claimed that he did the unalive, but come on now, I don't buy coincidence. So again, when you guys say, "Oh, why do immigrants flee here? Why do they flee here? Why do they flee?" Right? We have to take into proportion as to the absolutely detrimental, irreversible damage done by your government to these countries. Some of these damages can probably never be recovered in our lifetimes, right? And then again, and I was actually watching a report several years ago about Liberians who fled to America, right? And they resided here. And again, they were treated horribly. They were treated horribly. I have to go find that audio for you guys to
Brother, they
play.
were sold into slavery. They got enslaved. Why
No,
are you
no, no, no,
sugarcoating
Moose.
this
I'm talking
issue?
about the Liberians who came during the 90s and 2000s, right? They came to America. The African Americans. I'm sorry, the Proto FBA. Let me fix my language. The Proto FBA treated them horribly. And again, it was so bad that people got beat up. A 13-year-old boy had to go to the hospital. Child services had to get involved into that mess. And so Liberians, they had to do basically what Zopound did. They had to form their own gang called LIB, which stands for Liberians in Blood, to go against the Proto FBA. And I absolutely commend them for their service. Yes, I commend them for their service in giving you guys, the Proto FBAs, a good butt whooping. I'll tell you that much, because they really did deserve it. But that's all I have to say.
Say flee because really you travel. Our people travel to America, not flee. They just travel. That's what they got to stop that fleeing, because anybody that fled, it was the white man that fled from Europe to America. You understand? So and they brung African people that against their nature or whatever to come to America, without them even
That's
knowing
true.
where they was coming to. But I would say this: fleeing. That's a dumb idiot word, because it was travel. We traveled for better opportunities, and we made it, and we did good over there. That's the quick. You got it. That's the answer. That's it. You know that fleeing stuff.
You're
That's
absolutely
against
right,
the
King Baby,
law.
because that's what people
Huh?
did.
Huh?
So you're correct.
Yes.
What black people do.
The,
Go
the
flee.
white tee fled. We didn't.
Hey, but look though, like he said, man, I'm from St. Louis.
Like I
The
said,
crime,
people
the crime is high.
people win.
Hold on. The crime is high. We all messed up here, but for some reason, Africans still come here. So we can't be doing worse
Do
than where
you
they
know
come
the
from. So I
reason?
guess a win is a
Do
win. A win is a win, baby. We good
Do you
over
know
here.
why Africans come here?
No, I'm talking about St. Louis. He said my
Yeah,
city is
I'm talking
bad and
about
I'm glad I
it's
made it
America.
to
Do you
terrible.
know
St. Louis.
why
I'm
Africans
happy.
and
I'm
Caribbean
happy.
people come to
But
America?
African and Caribbean come here, so a win is a win. My city is better than where they come
Come for
from.
you, and you don't
They
control them
come,
coming
listen,
to
well,
you.
why they talking and walking like me?
Give me two reasons why
They my
Africans.
son like
See,
Moosey.
Mr. Upright, I'm trying to have a real conversation with you
You
right
Go
have
now.
ahead,
daddy
son.
Give me,
issues, sir.
hold
Go
on.
ahead, son.
Give me two reasons, the best reasons why you think Africans and Black Caribbeans come to America. Give me two.
I think they seen how we was studying so hard. They was like, we want that. We want to be like them. You know what I'm saying? So they
What?
came where we made the lane at.
Okay, number
Nah, bro.
two.
Come on, stop.
It's okay. It's okay. He can be dumb. That is fine. Number two.
Don't talk about your father like that.
Number two. Your father left to get the
Don't.
milk, never
Hey,
came back.
listen. I know. I'm sorry, man. Tell
Tell
Mama
me.
Africa.
Tell
Tell
me the
Mama Africa.
two.
No
Tell
matter
me
what she
the
say to you,
two.
we
Tell me
still
the
love you.
two.
Black
Tell me the
American Daddy
two.
still
Tell
love you,
me
Moose.
that. What is the second reason, bro? You said we saw you stunting, balling hard. Tell me
Yeah.
the second one.
And we made a lane. We made Black cool, and we made a lane over here for it. And so that y'all came and y'all can blend in with it.
Okay. So you see, first of all, right, the two reasons you gave have nothing to do with economics. That's one thing, right? Because Africans, Caribbean come here for the economics. First, let me break that down for you. You see, when YT people go to Africa, they implement policies and rules because even America, like you know, every president has foreign policies and domestic policies. For instance, Barack Obama's foreign policy was to push LGBTQ to the black community and impoverish the Africans. That is why he took away Gaddafi. That is why Kamala Harris and Barack Obama and other officials were pushing LGBTQ HDMI in the African community. Number two, right, we came for the resources that was taken from Africa because America pushes something called free trade in Africa. America pushes something called free trade in Africa, not fair trade, free trade. That means shell companies can come in and we cannot sell our oil because you keep, coming in droves to fill our communities. So the same resources, right, that your YT daddies stole from Africa, we came to get them because it has been 400 years, but you still control less than 1% of America's resources. But the moment Africans got here, Nigerians got here, Black American women became the most educated. We pumped that shit up. That is why when you look at the Black American billionaires or millionaires list, you find a lot of people with African names, last names in it. That is the thing. Because you guys don't understand why Africans are here in the first place. We came here because you failed. Africans are here because you FBAs, you failed. You were supposed to build something for us when we come here. When Mexicans come here and they need a job, they have a community to fall back on. They need housing, they know where to go. They need things like financial aid, they know where to go. Chinese do the same thing. They come here, they have Chinatown. But for 400 years, you guys ain't got no black towns because every single time you build something, your masters remind you you're African. You ain't good enough to own shit. That is why they took away Tulsa, Oklahoma, 1921. Took away Rosewood, Florida, 1923. Let's face it, they even went to Atlanta, the hub that was the economic hub of black excellence in America. And they tore that shit down because you guys ain't worth ish. But when an African, Gaspar Yanga, came to the Americas, he founded the first free state in Mexico, the same Mexico you black Americans ran to for refuge. Let's face it, an African man came to America, a Nigerian, and when ICE agents were acting some type of way, he kidnapped them. No, Africans got smoked. You guys are out here being smoked.
Hey,
An
listen, bro.
African
Listen, dude. I just seen Myron Gaines selling you for $5. Myron Gaines' cousins got y'all as slaves right now, Moose. They look just like you, Moose. You want to see the video, Moose? I ain't talking 400 years ago. I'm talking 2026 right now. They got African dudes that look like you, Moose. Arabs up there shocking them and man, I don't even want to talk about it. Why you talking so tough like
Okay,
we don't
so
see? Moose,
it's okay.
stop talking
It's
like you
okay.
so
So tell
tough,
me
Moose.
one sub-Saharan African country they are doing
I
that
let you
to.
talk, Moose. Let me
It's
talk.
okay. So
I
tell
let
me
you
the
talk.
country.
Moose, I
You
let you
said they
talk.
are doing it.
Moose,
Tell me the country.
I let you
What
talk,
country?
Moose. Moose, I let you
Tell me
talk,
what
bro.
country.
But Moose, I
You
let you
said they are
talk.
doing us as slaves. Tell me what country.
Moose, I let you talk, bro.
Just tell us the
You
country,
disrespected
because
all.
Africa is a continent. What
Moose,
country?
you disrespected my whole people while in America. Now, can I
What
talk about your? Can I
country?
talk about
Tell
your
us.
people?
No, you made a good point, right? You said Africans are still slaves. That is cool. Tell me what country.
Look, Moose, I'm about to talk to you, Moose. Come on, bro. Don't do that, Moose. Come on, make
What
my son,
country?
bro.
See. I want us to talk about it.
I'm
Right?
trying to
But I will
talk to
see.
you. I
Pick
let you
one
talk. I let you
country or
disrespect.
pick
Now it's
two
my turn. Now
countries.
you want to interrupt.
Brother, tell me what country where the Arab
Listen,
people
Myron Gaines' cousins,
enslaving us.
Myron Gaines' cousins is enslaving Moose people right now. All them dudes look like
What
Moose.
country? I am Cameroonian. The Arabs are not there.
All of them look like you, Moose. It
I
don't
am
matter.
Cameroonian. The Arabs
You
are not there.
African, nigga. They got y'all niggas beating you and
Tell
selling
me
y'all
what
niggas like
country.
Snicker bars. And you trying
Okay,
to
so
act
let
tough.
me
You trying to act tough,
let
bro?
me tell you this real quick.
You trying
Let
to
me
act
tell you this.
tough?
See,
Talk
you
about
see
y'all got
that.
smoke.
See
You don't
that.
You're
even
See,
got smoke
projecting,
for
Mr.
Arabs.
Up.
see the fact that you cannot tell us one
You don't
country
got smoke for
proves how,
Arabs,
brother.
Chinese.
Let me
The
tell you
Arabs is
something.
whipping y'all ass right now,
Name the
enslaving you,
country
bro.
then. Name the country.
Mr.
Why,
Upright, who your
why are you
people
shy?
are?
Liberia, shit.
We
And you
talking
from
Okay,
about
Cameroon?
Arabs in
You from
Liberia?
Cameroon? They were just
Yes.
Libya,
you from
Libya. We talking
Cameroon?
about Libya,
He
brother.
said
They was
Arabs in Liberia.
they was
That's
just cutting. They
insane.
were just
We
cutting
talking
off
about
hands
Libya,
in
brother.
Cameroon.
Upright.
The Jews got y'all. The Jews
He
got
said Arabs in
the
Liberia.
Jews.
There
The
is no
Jews got
JEW in Cameroon.
The Jews got
There is no
Cameroon by
Jews
the
in
nuts.
Cameroon, bro. Shut your mouth
The
up.
Jews
There
the
are no
Arabs
Jews
got
in
Cameroon
Cameroon.
by the
If you think there are
nuts.
Jews in Cameroon,
They taking
put it on your
all of
screen.
y'all stuff, bro. All
Okay,
of
so
y'all stuff
show us
get took
right
from
now, right?
Cameroon, bro.
See, right now, right? Prove it to us. Put on your screen where the JEWs are cutting off the arms
Them niggas
of guys in
nigga, they
Cameroon.
taking your diamonds. They taking
Just
your
put it on the
aluminum, all that
screen
shit.
because there are no
They taking
JEWs in
your shit,
Cameroon.
bro. Y'all get
There are
stepped
no
on.
JEWs in Cameroon.
The whole world see y'all get stepped on, Moose. What are you talking about?
Pick the country.
You
Pick
are
the
not the
country.
toughest, bro. You
Hey,
are the
Mr.
weakest
Upright.
Pick
blacks.
the country then.
If you
Why
listen,
are you
if
shy?
you're a part of black, you
Why
the
are you
weakest
shy?
black, Moose.
Why are you
Mr.
shy? Pick the
Upright.
country.
Mr. Upright. Who your
See,
people,
that's the
Mr.
thing, right?
Upright?
See, let me tell him
Moose
this
be
real
talking
quick. See,
tough, bro. Like we don't
let me
see you,
tell him
nigga.
no.
We
See,
see Africans,
I
bro.
ain't talking tough. I fought for independence 54 times and I got it. You're the one talking tough.
You
You
over here
settled
in
for civil
America, though,
rights.
Moose.
Listen carefully. Listen
It ain't
carefully.
adding up, Moose. It's
Let
not
me
adding up, Moose.
let me see. Let me make it add
Libya,
up to you right now. See,
But that Libya is
see,
another African
Man,
continent.
it's
That's
all
not
African. Don't try to split it up, man.
Mr. Bright,
Y'all get y'all
Mr. Bright,
ass beat. I
Mr.
just seen
Bright. Let me tell you
Arabs.
this, Mr. Bright.
I
See,
just seen Arabs
see,
selling moose them.
Mr. Bright. See,
Myron Gaines over there selling them
Mr.
for
Bright,
Snicker
listen
bars.
Mr.
carefully.
Upright.
Listen,
St.
bro.
Louis is the
Just see. Give
Pan-African
me
city,
1 minute,
bro.
Mr. Bright. Just 1 minute, Mr. Bright. Listen carefully. See,
St. Louis
in
is the
America, right?
Pan-African city.
You have to understand that when the YT people abolished slavery, they went ahead to transact you in breeding farms. That is one. And number two, your 13th Amendment said it is illegal to be a slave in America unless you go to jail. And the white folks went ahead to mass incarcerate you. They made you slaves. The same way when they
Okay,
brought you into
400 years
this.
ago. Let's talk about
Listen, it is today.
African
It is
slaves
still
today.
happening
We
right
steady
now.
going. We
I'm
talking about
talking right now.
2026
I'm
moves.
talking
Why is
right.
Myron
Listen
Gaines over there
carefully.
selling y'all, bro?
Listen
Hey,
carefully.
Mr.
You see,
Upright.
Why is Myron
see,
Gaines'
brother,
cousins over there selling you in
you just proved you're
2026?
dons
You're
because
steady
there are
bringing
no
up. I
JEW
don't care
in
about
West
nothing that happened
Africa.
400 years ago. Let's
It's
talk about
happening
right
right now.
now,
Let me
moves.
prove it to you.
2026
Listen, let me
moves.
prove it to you.
There's
Listen
no black
carefully.
American slave.
You an
Listen for
African
a
American.
second. Just
Hold up,
listen
Moose.
for a
No, because I
second.
listen to you too much. I'm
Just
tired of listening
listen
to you.
for a second.
There's no black American slaves in 2026, but there are African slaves in 2026.
See,
Moose.
there are many
Talk
black
about
American slaves. If you
2026,
will listen
Moose.
for a second.
Talk
See,
about 2026, Moose.
I'm
Why is
talking
y'all over there
about
getting enslaved by
I'm talking
Myron
about
Gaines'
it right
cousins?
now. I'm talking about 2026 right
Let's
now.
talk
How
about
is
Listen.
St.
Myron
Louis. Hold
Gaines'
up.
cousin
Mr.
enslaving
Moose.
y'all, bro?
Can you just
Moose,
hold
hold
on
on,
for
Mr.
a
Moose.
second, bro? Let me tell you this. See, listen carefully.
Let's
The
talk about
14
St. Louis, bro.
see, you
St.
have to
Louis great.
understand that. See, the 13th Amendment, right? It applies today. It is still running right now. The same amendment that said it is illegal to be a slave unless you go to jail. And the 14th Amendment went ahead to call you slave babies. That is why Trump came out in
We slave babies.
2026. Listen
What are
carefully, bro.
Africans today? That's what I'm
Listen
trying to ask
carefully.
you, bro.
Listen carefully, bro.
Let him talk.
Just
Let him
listen.
finish.
Just
Let him finish.
listen.
I let him finish all the time. He don't let
Just
me finish.
listen.
gonna give you a
Just
chance. Let him finish,
listen,
and then you
bro.
come back. Let him finish. Go ahead, Moose.
See, 13 is going. See, you think that it was 200 years ago. Okay, your amendment says it is illegal to be a slave unless you go to jail. Let me ask you this: in 2025, who are the most mass incarcerated in America? In 2026, who are the most mass incarcerated? It's happening right now. That's the thing, because see, you guys get leased in jail to work for corporations for close to nothing. You know that, right?
I ain't been to jail. Why you keep talking about
Your
jail, bro?
your father
Look,
been
bro.
to
Listen,
jail though.
Moose,
Your
my
brother been
son.
to jail though.
My son, Moose, listen. You can't talk to me, Moose. You came over here with no oil, no gold,
Talk to
no
you.
diamonds.
Talk
You
to you.
came over here with toxic tribalism.
Not
The
talk to
shit
me
you
though.
flee, bro.
Not talk to
You
me though. Not
can't.
talk to
Come
me
on,
though.
KB, let me talk. You let everybody let Moose talk. Let me talk. You came over here
Nah,
with
this
none of
me.
that,
This your
Moose.
St. Louis
Moose,
homie. This
you
your
came
St.
over
Louis
here.
homie.
You came over here
It's
with
This your
okay.
St.
none
Go
of
Louis
that.
ahead
homie.
and talk.
This your
Moose,
St.
I'll
Louis homie.
respond to you. Go ahead and talk. It's
hold
okay. I'll
on.
This
respond
your
to you.
St. This your St. Louis
You're a
homie trying to
slave
talk to you.
baby, a jail baby.
Moose, I'm a slave, baby, and you're slaves now.
This
You're
your St. Louis
slaves
homie
now
trying to talk to
in
you.
That is the whole
2026, bro.
essence of it.
There's no
That is
black.
the whole point. We are all slaves.
Hold up, Moose.
That's what you don't
Moose.
get.
Hold up, Moose. Let me tell you, there's no black American slaves in 2026. But guess what,
So
Moose?
tell me one West
But
African slave then. Tell me
but
one
Moose,
West
guess
African
what?
country in
But
slavery.
Moose, guess what? There are African slaves in 2026. Moose,
What
you said you talking
country?
about 400 years ago
What country then? Tell us
when
the
Christopher
country.
Columbus sailed the seven seas. Nigga, what
Tell us
about
the
today?
country.
We
Because
talking about
see, you said there
2026.
are Africans enslaved in Africa. Tell us the country.
Myron Gaines' cousins over there enslaving you. All of them
What
look like you,
country?
Moose.
What country?
Myron Gaines' cousins, South
What
Sudan,
country,
like man.
bro?
Listen, bro, it's Africa, nigga. You keep talking about what country? All of them look like you, nigga. What are you laughing at? That's why you over here.
What country,
You don't
bro?
take nothing
You
serious. What
sound
country? It's
dunce.
Africa.
You
What
sound
country?
dunce. See, let me break this down for you,
Let me
right?
break it
See,
down to you. It's Africa, Moose. You
what
making everybody
country?
look bad, Moose.
What
Libya is only one
country?
place. It's
You make
Libya you talking
you
about.
making every Moose.
But
They
go ahead. But
enslaved,
go
bro.
ahead.
Everybody looking
What
like you, Moose.
country? That's the thing, right? Because you guys
Bro,
go around, right? See,
how y'all let the black
let me tell you
how
something.
y'all let the dark Arab
See,
enslave y'all
let
again,
me tell
bro?
you a secret real quick, right? See,
You can't
in
listen,
Africa,
Moose.
right?
Where your
Let
diamonds,
me tell
Moose?
you a
Where
secret
your
real
oil,
quick.
Moose? Where your
My
gold,
oil is
Moose?
right here with me, bro.
That
How
nigga,
you think I
Moose, you
got
came
here?
over here with toxic tribalism. That's it, bro. You
I
ain't bring
got paid to
nothing with you,
come
bro.
over here.
Moose,
I got
Moose,
paid to
you from
come here because
Africa,
you're
Moose.
too lazy
Moose,
to
you
work.
supposed to be a jeweler, Moose. You supposed to be
I
selling
got paid to
gold,
come here
Moose.
because you're too lazy to
Moose, you
work. You're
supposed
a
to be you
bunch of
supposed to have a gas
gangbangers.
station, Moose. Where the oil at,
Listen, let
Moose?
me tell you something real
Where it
quick.
go,
See,
Moose?
the fact that you cannot name a country
Moose, where
proves
the
you're dunce.
diamonds go, Moose?
I got them right here with me.
Where you ain't bring? Where is it, nigga? You ain't got
It's
no.
right here with
I
me,
never
bro.
met
How
an
you think I
African
got here?
jeweler. I never met an African
That's
jeweler
the
a day in
thing.
my
You
life.
want
And
me to flex my diamonds?
hey,
I ain't gonna
Moose.
do that. I'm African.
Hey,
I ain't
Moose.
gonna do that. I'm
But why do
African.
you care about jewelry? Why don't you care about
Hey,
home
Moose. Hey,
ownership?
I'm
Moose.
African. I ain't gonna
Why
flex
don't
my
y'all care about
diamonds to
home
you.
Hey,
ownership?
Moose.
It's
Hey,
all
Moose.
just chains and
Hey,
Let me
Moose.
let
ornaments.
me remind you that black Americans get unalived for the diamonds on their chains, on their necks.
Dude, you get. Dude,
No,
stop, man. Y'all got to
you guys
stop, bro.
unalive each other for gold chains, and you want me to flex my gold?
Dude, y'all unalive each other for
Okay, you want
dreadlocks.
to
I
come
just
for
seen
my chain? Okay,
Africans
I
was
get
doing
it now. I ain't gonna
kidnapping people
flex
with
it.
dreads.
I ain't gonna
Hey,
flex it,
Mr.
bro.
Upright,
I'm
who your people
African.
in St. Louis, bro?
Bro, you not
Who
from
your
St.
people in
Louis.
St. Louis?
You a tether, bro. I don't even know
I'm
you.
born and raised. 50 years, nigga.
You ain't from here, bro. Move
Excuse me.
around, man. All
Excuse
them
me.
damn
50
African
years.
flags you got. You got 5
50
African
years.
flags. Who respect a
50
nigga with
years.
5 African flags?
50 years, bro.
You need to pick
50
one
years
and
here.
stay. Pick a side, bro, and stay
50
there.
years. Who your people, nigga?
You need to pick a flag and stay there. You got
Who
too
your
many
people,
flags.
nigga?
Then you got St.
Nah, who
Louis in
your
the
people,
middle of you.
bro? Cause
Man, you need to
you
stop
up
that shit,
here,
bro.
you up here faking and letting
I
these
ain't no
people think that
faking
St.
nothing,
Louis,
nigga.
yeah, bro, you
It's black
represent
over
shit
all
real
that y'all talking
wrong.
about. I'm not from
Yeah,
no
this
toxic
St. Louis is a
tribe, nigga.
St. Louis is a Pan-African city, bro. We
Nigga,
just
not
hung the
where I'm
flags
at.
up.
Not where I'm at. It's Big
Where you
B's,
at?
nigga.
Wait,
I'm on the north,
Big
nigga.
B.
I
I'm
ain't
on the
never
north
seen
side right
African
now.
flame. Ain't no
I'm on the
African.
north right side.
We don't career,
Right
huh?
there on West Florissant, right there, West Florissant College, the basketball court is red, black, and green. It's a red, black, and green flag right there. You go
So,
downtown, nigga. It's a red, black,
so
and green flag right there. That's the north side. You said you from the north side.
I
Red,
don't
black, and
see
green
no.
right here on the
I
north
don't see
side.
no red. I know where I'm at. I'm over here by
Go
Fairground. I ain't
right
never
there.
He's
seen
I'm
it.
getting
telling you exactly.
exposed.
I ain't never
College,
seen it. I
Cottage
don't.
in
I don't
West
even see
Florissant.
Africans for real unless
Cottage
I'm
in
on the
West
South
Florissant.
side.
Cottage in West Florissant. Go right there. You on the north side? It's gonna be number like 5 minutes from wherever
Any
the fuck
Africans
you
over
at.
there?
It's painful.
Any
Hey,
Africans over
dude.
there?
Hey, dude, you young, bro.
Any
You gotta be
Africans over
young.
there?
No, he's
You gotta
not
be
young. He
young.
just dance.
Hold up, hold
He's
up.
Nah,
dance.
he's young, bro. You gotta be
314. Is
young.
any Africans over there on the north side where the Pan-African flags is? Them all black Americans, right?
They
All right,
African Americans.
then.
We ain't got
Them
no
niggas,
black
them
Americans.
niggas
We
ain't
got African.
Pan-African. Them African niggas
We
don't care
African
about no
Americans.
Pan-African.
This is the Pan Am City, bro. We've been flying that flag for the last 51 years,
Man, them
bro.
niggas don't care about no Africans don't even care about Pan-African, bro. What are you talking about?
Ask you
I'm
a
just letting
serious
you know
question.
you up here
Can I ask you a
representing city
serious
wrong,
question?
bro.
Let
That's
me
all I'm
ask you a
saying.
serious question, right? Because I'm speaking on Black American issues, right? I'm in America, right? So let me ask you this: since you're talking about African issues, name me 2 capitals in Africa. 2.
He gone. I ran him off.
No, they took
You
them
can't come up
down.
here and represent my city with that BS.
Somebody
Every
took
time
them
you come
down.
up here and try to represent St. Louis City, it's a
Painful.
Pan African city, bro.
Why would a
Can't
black
do it.
American need to know 2 capitals in Africa? What benefit do we get from that?
So wait. So you're saying ignorance is bliss?
Of Africa, yes, because there's no reason for us to know anything about Africans. I mean, I do, but what difference would it make if I didn't?
That's the thing, right? Because I'm speaking on issues. See, Africans are speaking on issues they are facing in America. You're talking about JT. Have you ever stepped foot on African soil?
Don't backpedal.
JT, have you
Say
ever
what you're
stepped
saying,
foot
bro.
on African soil?
Hey, like I said,
JT, have you
it
ever
makes
stepped foot on
you're not
African soil?
addressing what I asked you, Moose. What difference would it make a black American to know 2 capitals in Africa, bro?
Yes, let me tell you the difference.
We
That's
forgot
why.
like 20
See,
of them.
let me tell you the difference. Let me tell you, see. As an African American, when you speak on issues that involve Africa without knowing anything about Africa, without experiencing anything in Africa, you are just being dunce and ignorant. Because as Africans, we are speaking to you out of experience. You are talking to us based on what your whitey masters told you.
No, we're talking to you based upon our experience with you here in America. Now, we do know that there are things about Africa that can easily be pointed out in terms of having a conversation or a debate with you. But knowing the 2 capitals in Africa has nothing to do with that. It doesn't benefit us in any
Wait,
way.
hold on.
So Cairo, Nairobi,
hold on.
like what do you want? What are you saying?
JT, see, before I came to America, I did my research, right?
You had
Know
to.
what happened in
You had
America,
to.
right? Listen carefully. Long before I got paid to come here, I learned about your history because I consider you and the Caribbean blacks my brothers and sisters. I learned about Tulsa, learned about Lake Lanier, Seneca, what you call Central Park. I know what happened to Nat Turner. I know what happened to Bill Cosby.
Why
We
are you
know all
naming a
that.
bunch of
So when we
trauma
are
things?
speaking on
Why
these
are you
issues,
naming a
right,
bunch of
we are
trauma stuff?
speaking from a
Is
unison
that
point
all you
of
learned
view,
was
from a
trauma stuff?
Pan-African point of view. But see, when you are talking about Africa without knowing nothing about Africa, that just proves that you are pushing a divide because you feel insecure.
So
No, Mo.
Moose,
See, you said something that was very important and key to what you're talking about and to the context of the conversation. When you were going to move to America, see, that's the key factor. We have
I
no
said
plans. Hold
before.
on, bro. I didn't cut you
Before
off.
I
I did not
moved.
cut you off. I did not cut you off, bro. Now,
Yes, I said before
here's the
I
thing.
moved
I
here.
get you. I heard what you said. But here's the thing, Moose. We have no plans to move to Africa. There's nothing that you or anybody on the African continent can do that would. Well, there are things
A
that you
lot of
can
people
do to
moving there
benefit,
now. A lot
But
of
black
but you
Americans are
don't.
moving to
African
Africa every
Americans
Come
day.
moving over
on,
there
Black
come
now.
on, Moose.
Americans are
Now,
moving
come
to
on,
Africa
bro.
every day.
And it doesn't
Yeah,
have
Black
but
anything
let
to
me
Americans are
just
do
going to
with
let
Africa
me
moving.
every
just
day.
finish my
We
submission, bro.
just
Yeah,
saw
come
Mike
on.
Tyson in
All
Congo.
right, I'll let you talk again. Go
And he's
ahead.
back. He's going to be
That's the
back by the
thing,
end of
right?
the
See,
month.
JT,
He's
knowledge is
visiting. It's
power.
called visiting.
Knowledge is power. Just the fact that you ain't have this knowledge proves that we are more powerful than you. Because see, even Africans on the continent know about this history because it was our people. Africans in Sierra Leone know about the Gullah Geechee. It is our people. The ones in Liberia know about Black Americans. The one in Burkina Faso, the one from Congo, the one from Nigeria, the one from Ghana. We know this because we love to do our
Okay.
research because knowledge is power. See, borders don't have nothing to do with your lack of knowledge. That's the thing. I had this knowledge before I came here, long before I got paid to come here. Because, like I told you earlier, my family lineage has been here for 3 generations. Are you
But you realize
stupid?
you're just babbling, right, bro?
No,
You're all
JT,
emotional, and
JT,
I'll ask you a
the
simple
reason
question.
why it's important, JT, is you guys are crafting an entire delineation movement that will slice in half the political power that you could gain from with unity with African immigrants, Caribbean immigrants, without stopping to understand what has been done to us by the white team man in our countries that can make you pause before you're so quick to remove yourself from us. That's why
I
it's
got,
important
I
to know
got you.
other.
Can I
You
can I
see, you got me,
respond
but
to
I'm
this?
telling you why it's
And y'all
important
gonna
to
keep
know
interrupting
the
Can we
me?
do a
history.
showtime?
No, I don't want to do Showtime. I
Yeah,
just want
let's
you to
do a
finish my
showtime
sentence.
because we gotta have some impulse control because y'all keep interrupting. Turn it down, son. So here's what I'm saying. Like we had Pan Africanism for 80 years now. So you had the opportunities to come over here and get involved with us politically, right? Instead, you know what we get from you guys? We get Byron Donalds and Candace Owens and Myron Gaines and a plethora of other tethers who come over here and undermine everything that we do politically. You see what I'm saying? Kamala Harris, all of these people,
Pan-Africanism did not
Barack
get us
Obama.
here.
Hold on, bro. Just wait, Moose. Come on, bro. I don't
Pan-Africanism
cut
did.
you off.
No,
You know I don't
brother,
cut
you are
you off,
Let
right?
lying.
him talk, Moose. Let him finish.
So just listen to what I'm saying, and then you can rebuttal. Okay, we grown people, right? So yeah, we could have done all of those things. It could have been an amazing situation, but you didn't. Instead, you let your people come over here and undermine us, and nobody wanted to say anything. Everybody thought it was cute. Even you, and that just responded talking about, yeah, y'all are doing better than us, and we had a head start. All that tells me is that you don't understand our history here because our parents were alive during Jim Crow. We're literally 400 years. We have 400 years of white tea supremacist legislation and white tea supremacy that we had to deal with. We're one generation away from Jim Crow. And to say that we somehow had a head start over what? You live on the richest
I would
continent
love to. I would
on the
love to respond.
you live on the richest continent on the planet, and all of your leaders are melanated.
I would
How
love
you
to
get a head?
respond.
How did you get a head start when we've lived under the thumb of the most diabolical white tea supremacists on the planet for 500 years, and you live on the richest continent on the planet? Where you're
Okay.
walking around on
Hold on.
gold and
Hold on.
diamonds
Hold
and
on.
I
cobalt
want
and
to respond. Let me
all you
respond
had to
quickly.
do is mine those resources in the same way.
Just give me 1 second, my
Y'all
sister.
gonna keep on talking?
I'm talking
Just
to her now.
let me
You,
just land since I'm not gonna get a chance to finish what I'm trying to say without getting interrupted. See what the Arabs do when they go over there, the Indians, the Europeans, what they all do now, the Asians, they come over there and they mine those materials, and they use your children to go into those mines while they get rich. So
For free?
y'all are bragging about fleeing over here, getting a job like the rest of us, while people are literally going to your continent and getting filthy rich. But you want to come over here and brag to us about how much better you're doing than us? Do you
And
realize
they're
that
not doing
Africa
better at anything.
has over 500 million people living in extreme poverty, more than the entire United States population, ma'am? Y'all sound crazy when y'all try to argue with us about poverty. We're by far the wealthiest, most educated, influential, iconic, melanated population on the planet. We've forgotten more global icons than the whole of the diaspora has ever even produced. You don't really have any heroes,
Okay.
nobody to look up to.
JT,
So you're
hold on for
talking,
a second.
hold on, let me just land with this, Mose.
okay, land.
You're talking to by far the most successful melanated population on the planet. And we did it despite living under open white tea supremacy for over 4 centuries.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, thank you
Hold
very
on. Hold
much.
on.
Let
And
me
this
ask you
idea
one
that y'all
question,
are
then
doing better in something,
I'll
that's
say
just
what I
not
want to say.
reality.
He had
That's
Just
a
not
one quick
point, though,
reality.
question.
Moose. He had a
JT,
point, but go ahead. He had a point.
JT, you said you're the most, economically viable money, right? You said you have the most money, right?
Every
JT.
statistic, Mose. Every
Okay,
statistic you can
good.
think of.
So let me ask you this, right? See, if you're the richest population of black people worldwide, right? Pick one African country and tell me the country you own more land than the Africans there.
One more time.
Is there any African country black Americans own more land than them?
How will we own more land than an African country when you have your own countries over there
Oh,
that's
so
all
you're saying
melanated?
so you're saying so basically you're saying your money ain't got no purchasing power when it comes to land.
That made no sense what you
Wait,
just
what
said.
you
It has
say,
purchase.
Moose?
Okay,
That
Moose,
made
so
no
It
Moose,
let
has
sense.
me
Moose,
purchase.
Moose.
hold
What
on,
he was
hold on,
saying,
So y'all
Moose.
didn't want
hold
me to
on,
answer the
hold on
question,
now,
or what?
hold on,
You didn't want
hold
me to
on. See,
answer?
hold on. See, first of all, right, Pan-Africanism is not the reason why we are here. Pan-Africanism was created in the West when your forefathers realized that their African roots were worth more than their American birthright.
That's not the origin of Pan Africanism. That's not the origin of Pan Africanism.
Pan-Africanism in the West, it was brought up in the West by Africans in the West.
That is not the origin of Pan Africanism.
I'm saying Pan-Africanism was brought up by Africans in the West, not Africans on the continent. That is because they realized that their African roots was worth more than their Black
No, that's
American
not true.
birth.
That's not the reason for
Okay,
Pan Africanism.
where did Pan-Africanism originate?
I said the reason.
Where did it, not the reason, where did it originate?
No, I said the reason. I didn't say anything about where it originated. I said the
But I'm
reasoning.
talking about where, bro.
No, you also gave a reason. You said it was because we realized whatever you said.
See,
And
just
that's
let
not
me
true.
land for a second. See, Pan-Africanism was not made because they were fighting for us to get here. If you look at your history, right, the guys that were fighting for Pan-Africanism were trying to get you home, aka Stokely and Michael, aka Marcus
That wasn't the
Garvey,
origin of Pan
aka
Africanism.
Yui. Listen for a second.
That
bro.
wasn't the reason for Pan Africanism. It wasn't.
Okay, you know what? Define Pan-Africanism. What is it?
No, I'm telling you, the reason for
No,
Pan Africanism,
no,
the
the
reason it
reason
was
can be
created,
found in the
the
definition. See,
reason Pan
the
Africanism
reason
was
can be
created
found in
What
the
was to fight
definition.
the colonization of British colonies. That was what
Brother,
the actual Pan
brother, what is
Africanism was
Pan-Africanism?
created for. That's
Brother,
the
what is
origin of it.
brother, what is Pan-Africanism?
That's the
Because the
origin. The
reason,
origin of Pan Africanism
just
was
define it
to
for
fight the
us.
colonization of British colonies, people under British
That's
colonies.
the
That's what
thing,
Pan
because you don't
Africanism was
even
for.
know what Pan-Africanism means.
I just
If not,
told you
define
why
it for
Pan
us.
African exists. Pan
Okay, so
Africanism
define.
exists.
Okay, so brother, what does Pan-Africanism mean? That's a direct question. What does Pan-Africanism mean? JT has gone to Google. Brother, tell me, where is your family? I think. Tell me,
I'm not
what
gonna
does
Google anything.
Pan-Africanism mean?
Pan
No, not.
Africanism
Frankly, I
means
don't
to be
care.
ruled
Frankly,
under
I'm
Scipio
asking. I'm
Africanus.
asking
Yeah.
where is your family?
Listen
Where's
to
your
me.
family?
I'm telling you,
Yes.
said that the reason Pan Africanism was created was because our forefathers realized they needed their roots or some crap like that. Correct?
Because they realized their African roots was worth more than their Black
And
American
I'm telling
birthright.
you, the inception of Pan Africanism was for people under British colonization to fight British colonization.
So
That is the
define to us,
origin
right?
of
Define
Pan
to us, because
Africanism.
see, the British owned the 13 colonies before 1776. So tell me, what is Pan-Africanism?
Pan Africanism wasn't even a thought, an idea till
Just tell me, see,
1897.
brother, tell me the
1776 doesn't matter.
definition of Pan-Africanism.
By 1897,
Do
America
you
was
know?
already America.
Brother, if you don't know, say you don't know.
No, I told you what it was for.
Okay, so what is the definition of Pan-Africanism?
Who cares, Moose? Why is
I'm
that
asking
important?
him because he was trying to correct me. But so
No,
that means
I
he
did
knows
correct
what it
you.
means.
I
Let him
did
tell
correct
us
you.
now.
I did correct you.
So tell me, what does Pan-Africanism mean?
Oh, it means the global unification of African people worldwide.
That is where you're wrong. Pan-Africanism means Africa for Africans.
Joseph Booth, a white boy, came up with that
Listen
saying. Did you know
carefully.
that?
Listen
Did you
carefully.
know that
That's the thing.
Joseph
Because
Booth,
see,
a
let
white
me
boy,
learn what
came
I
up with
was
that
saying
saying?
now.
Do you know
See,
that?
you just proved that you're dunce. Because see,
Do
So we
you know
can't be
that
Pan
Joseph
African
Booth?
because we not Africans.
You
Do
just
you know
proved
that
that you're
Joseph
dunce.
Booth
Let me finish what I
came up
was
with the
saying.
term
I
African for
gave you a
Africans?
chance,
And
bro.
that's where Marcus Garvey got it from.
Brother, I
A
Let
gave
white
you
Moose
a
boy.
give his
chance, brother.
definition. Let Moose give his definition. Go ahead.
Africans from
Pan-Africanism.
Africans
Oh,
came from
God.
Joseph
Yo,
Booth, a
brother,
white
let
boy.
Moose give his definition so we can have a. I
still
got
No,
a.
want to
he's
respond to
quoting white
JT.
Go
people.
ahead,
He's
Moose.
quoting white
He already
people.
did. He said Pan
Pan-Africanism is
Africanism is Africans for Africa.
And that
That's what he
came from a
said.
white
Africa.
boy, Joseph Booth.
Listen carefully. Africa for Africans. That is the whole essence. That is why, right, for some reason, when Haiti, the first black nation to get independence, told you that if you can step one toe into Haiti, you are a free person. And a lot of you ran to Haiti. The
No,
same way
a
an
lot of us did
African,
not run
listen
to
for a
Haiti. Come on,
second,
don't,
listen
you
for a
can't lie like
second,
that.
God's sake.
How many is a lot? How many is a lot?
Listen for a second.
Nah, you're
God damn.
lying. How many is a lot?
A lot is a lot.
How
No,
many of
how
us was
many is a
free and
lot?
still didn't
A
decide to
lot
go?
is a lot. Are
A
you
lot is
familiar with the Maroons?
only a few thousand
Okay, let
people
me
went
ask
to
you
Haiti.
this. Okay,
Only
let
a
me ask
few
you this.
thousand people.
Let me ask you this, right? Are you
If it
familiar
was
with the
1,000.
Maroons?
If not even that, I don't
Hold
think.
on, oh,
Not even
brother,
a few
come, brother.
thousand. I
I'm
think it was a
trying to
few
have a
hundred.
reasonable conversation with you. Now you're getting triggered. What does Maroon mean to you? You know what Maroon means? The
Now,
Maroons.
what is a maroon? I know they signed. I know the Jamaican Maroons. They signed a treaty to be slave catchers. I know that.
God damn. How about the USA Maroons? To the Maroons.
We don't
Because
have those.
see, maroon is a short word for maroon. So tell me, right, what does maroon mean in the USA? Because we had maroons in the USA too. You know that, right?
We didn't call us Maroons. We was free, man.
No, that's the thing. Because maroons literally means runaway slaves. That's the thing. And the first free state in Mexico was made by an African from Gabon, Gaspar
No,
Yanga,
he wasn't
and
an
he ran
African.
But
there.
that's
He
not a
was
part
not
of
an
our
African.
culture,
He was
though.
not an African.
We never had
That's
groups of
see,
Maroons.
because see, you guys don't even do your research.
No, I know about I know
Just go look up
who
what
you're
I'm
talking about.
saying.
He was not an
See,
African.
just go. Okay, so where was Gaspar Yanga from?
All of this misinformation you saying.
So
He
where
was
was
not an
Gaspar
African.
Yanga from, brother?
He was not in that. There is no primary documentation, no primary literature, no records, no shit manifest of Gasper coming from Africa.
That's the
If I'm
thing,
lying,
because we
prove
know
it.
exactly
If
where
I'm
it came
lying,
from,
prove it.
right? See,
If
you are
I'm lying,
lying
prove
because
it.
listen for a second. Anyone on the
Prove
chat can
me
look this
wrong.
up,
Prove
right?
me wrong.
Listen for a second. Listen for a second. Anyone in the chat, because I would love to like show you on the screen, but this page cannot do that because I don't have enough followers. But listen carefully. Anyone look this up. Gaspar Yanga came from Gabon, Angola.
No, he did not.
From no, just see, brother. Don't argue with me.
No,
Go look
we're
it up.
not gonna let you get.
Just go
I'm done
look
with
it
y'all
up.
with
See,
this
brother, just
attaching
go.
us to Africa.
Okay, you know what? Everyone
Everybody
in
to
the chat,
Africa.
right?
If you can't show any primary
KB,
literature, let it go.
Mexico was
KB,
African
If you
too in
don't got no
descent.
primary literature
The
to show he's
president of
from Africa,
Mexico.
I
let it go.
definitely do,
Let
but
it
my
go.
page cannot show it. I only
Nah,
got
there is no
like
primary
26
literature that
followers.
exists
Okay,
that
so
says he's
good.
from
So
Africa.
hold on for a
That
second.
doesn't
Let me talk
exist.
then. So okay, so if I'm lying, right? Hold on for a second. I want you, KB. Can you like? Do you have like camera access? Do you have that? Anyone can look this up. Where the
No,
Gaspar
I'm
Yanga come
asking
from?
for primary. If you don't have primary evidence that
That
proves
is
he's
the
African
thing,
or
because
came
see,
from
I have
Africa,
it. I cannot
you
show
need to
you. So
stop saying it.
listen
You
for
don't
a
have to.
second. God damn. Just listen for a second, bro. God damn. God damn.
Nah,
I'm
man,
saying
we
this,
done
right?
with
See,
y'all
I'm
labeling
saying this,
everybody as
brother.
an African. If
Brother,
you
why are
don't
you
got the
triggered?
primary information, let
Brother,
it
why are
go.
you triggered?
Move
Why are you
on.
triggered?
Move on.
Why
Spell
are
his
you
name. Spell
triggered?
his name.
Gaspar, Gasper. Yanga, Yanga. Look it up. Anyone can look this up, even in the chat too, and tell us in the comments where he comes from.
Listen, we want
Because he says
primary
there is
information,
no.
not a
No,
quick
hold
Google.
on
Show
now,
us a
brother.
port.
Let me just
Show
fact
us some
check you
ship
real. Hold
manifest.
on now.
Show us a
Hold on,
journal.
brother. Stop
Show us
crying. God
a
damn.
slave manifest, a
Stop
slave
crying,
journal.
bro.
Show us some
Calm
primary
down. Calm
information. We don't want
down.
no Google.
Brother, calm
If
down.
you
The
can't
slave
produce that,
manifest
don't
can be
waste your time
found
trying
on
to show
Google
anything.
too. Listen carefully. The slave manifests are found on Google too.
No,
You
it's
understand?
not. Now you making
Yes, they
stuff up.
are. Okay, so let me ask you this, right? See, let me ask you this. When the white lion docked in New York, right, did the people that brought them from Africa
You said the
keep their...
white lion docked in New York?
Do you even know what the white lion is?
Yeah, it's tied to the 1619 project. That's what you're talking about?
Yes.
It did not. It didn't go to New York.
It went to
Matter
Virginia?
of fact, that ship never existed. There's no documentation
Oh,
that that
okay. It
ship
never
existed.
existed.
There's no
Okay.
documentation.
So how you
This is
know
what I'm
about it
saying.
then? So
There is
how
no
you know about it then?
documentation
So
of that
if it
ship
never
existing.
existed, how you know about it
There's
then?
no documentation
If it
of that
never
ship ever
existed,
existing.
see, that's the thing, right? Anyone,
There's no
KB,
ship manifest. There's no
It's okay.
ship port manifest.
Okay, you know
There's
what?
no.
Let
There's
me
nothing
ask
that
you this,
shows
right?
that a ship called the White
So
Line
you're
came to
saying that
Virginia in the
transatlantic slave trade did not
1600s.
happen. So
It
you're
did
saying
not
that
exist.
transatlantic slave trade did not happen.
I didn't say that.
Okay, so see, the
Now
White
you trying
Lion
to twist
was
my words.
that's the
See,
thing, because
we
the
dealing
White
with
Lion,
primary
right? You know what? Let
information
me give
now.
you number two.
All these
Let me give
narratives,
you number two,
all these
right? See,
narratives, and just
let
saying
me
stuff
give you
that's
number
out the
two, the
window.
Gideon. Do
You
you know
can't
about
show
the
that
Gideon?
primary information. That's
Do you
out the window.
that's the thing. I can show you. I
No,
have it
you
right
can't.
here, but
There's no primary
oh
documentation
God.
of the White Line
You're
ship.
you're lucky.
You can't show me a ship in the
I have shown
1600s
this a
named the
lot
White
of
Line.
times. See,
You
brother,
can't do that.
brother,
Hey,
I can
y'all. I
definitely
mean,
do that.
can
Hold on
we
for a second.
can
JT, hold on.
somebody else have a
JT,
conversation, or
JT,
just gonna
hold on
y'all
for a
gonna be y'all
second.
two fussing the whole
JT,
time?
one
Hey,
second.
I wanna
JT, one
ask
I'm just
second.
saying,
JT how
every
many
time you
baby
start
mamas he
lying,
has. I'm waiting
JT, hold
patiently
on.
because I need to know.
Been
Let
married
KB
17
tell
years,
us, right?
Mercy. I don't have a baby
Let
mama.
KB
Y'all
tell
got a
us,
home?
right?
Y'all got a marital home?
I have
Do
two
you
homes.
have a
You have
I
two
have
clitoris?
homes
a
that
I
you
have
own?
two homes
That you own?
actually.
It's not a rent controlled apartment? You're not a tenant?
No. We're not all the stereotype, man.
I mean the numbers don't lie. The statistics don't lie, sir.
Bring up,
you know
show us
the
those
black
statistics that
immigrant
you're talking
poverty rate
about,
is
and I'm
higher than
gonna
the
show
black
you
What are
American.
the
Nigerian
You know that, don't
statistics.
you?
I'm gonna
KB,
show
what
you.
did you
The
say?
Hold
whole
on, bro.
country.
Hold on,
We're in
KB's
a
back.
we
Hold
have
on.
a
Let
rent
KB
shortage,
tell us
right?
what he saw.
Moose, can
Hold on,
somebody
KB.
else have a
Hold on,
conversation, bro?
KB, tell us what you saw. What did he
Yeah,
say?
he come from Africa. He come from Africa.
You see what I mean?
Do you
You
have
see,
rent control in
you see
Africa?
what I
Can you
mean?
provide your citizens with Section 8? Can you
You
I
provide
guys
got
don't
them
right
even know
here,
toilet
your
yo.
own
We
so
don't
I'm
they
do
history.
trying
do
to get.
social
not poop
You
in the
don't
programs.
even know
street?
your
Y'all
own
have gotten
history.
every social program under the sun and y'all are still destitute. We don't have social programs in
We are
Nigeria. And
still doing better
look
than
how our
you,
people are doing. No, because that's the reason why
The
y'all are mad
better
at
than
words.
your
us
people from
coming.
your
Y'all are
homeland.
mad at us
I would
coming
never
because we
trade
came over here and the
my
racism
poverty
that y'all
for
keep
any
crying
other
about,
poverty in the
it
world.
didn't impact us. We're still on top.
If
Let,
And
you
let
so
her
say
now
that
you
talk.
out
have to
loud, it
Let her
makes so
talk.
delineate
Let her
much
talk.
because
sense.
Let
you're
her talk.
embarrassed. You have to
Let's
On
hear
delineate
it
top
all.
because
of
you're
Let's
what?
hear it.
embarrassed.
On
Because
top of what?
Nigerians didn't come over here and land on welfare. Because Cameroonians didn't come over here and
We
land
can
on
feed
food
you for 10
stamps.
cents a day
We
off
went to
food
the top.
stamps.
We got all the degrees. We're your doctors,
Ma'am,
we're
you
your
got
lawyers, we're
scam degrees.
engineers,
You
and
you
you're
you
embarrassed.
realize that
You're
Nigerians are the
embarrassed.
world leaders in
You're
scams, right?
embarrassed.
This was a
Bro,
huge
You're
scandal.
embarrassed. And go to
This
Atlanta.
was a
Y'all don't got
huge
scammers in
They are
Atlanta.
Because
just
If I
y'all
want to
gonna
go,
jealous.
be
They
if I
are
want to
shutting
go get
you
my
down.
jealous.
don't
credit
want
card
to hear the
stolen,
My
truth.
I go
sister,
to
they are
Atlanta.
You don't
jealous.
want to hear
They
the
are
truth.
If
jealous.
I want to
That's
go
why
get my
y'all
credit
have to
card
cut us
stolen,
off.
Where's your
I hit up
family? Now
Atlanta.
that you've heard the
All
truth.
right, so yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk like adults then. If y'all can handle the conversation, we don't have to cut each other off. Let's talk about it.
Okay. Let me ask you.
So no
Okay.
moves, no, not you, bro. You've been talking
Okay.
for 45 minutes.
You go first
Hold
then.
on. All right,
You go
cool.
first.
So hold on. She's talking about of all people, Nigerians, right? So Nigerians, there's been plenty of scandals, especially centered around fake degrees concerning Nigerians. So to be honest with you, any statistic that can be shown is skewed by far by Nigerians. Secondly, right? She tried to convince me that Nigeria is better than this country, that they're doing better in Nigeria than we are in America. And I just mentioned to her,
I
which is
never said that.
insane. Well, I just mentioned to her, which is insane, that we are by far the wealthiest, most educated, influential, iconic
That's a
melanated
lie.
population on the planet. It's
You
not a
don't have
lie.
to lie, sir. You
Ma'am,
can have your own
see,
accomplishments without lying.
you can't even control yourself. This is the reason why Africa
No,
is
let's
a
not talk
failed
about
state.
impulse control because
Is
you
a
guys
failed
are
state
the
because
worst
y'all
of them.
have no control
We
over
can see how you
yourselves.
guys are in occupying
See,
the
you see,
jails
Moose, you
because you
see
guys
how
don't have the
Moose,
impulse
now you know
control.
me, Moose. I'm gonna let you talk because I don't have to cut you off. You know what I'm saying? Her impulse, she lacks impulse control. But just wait till I finish. Okay. So here's the truth of the matter, right? Um, there's not she's mentioning statistics over here. And I've said this many times, and it's basic mathematics. Like it's a skewed statistic because what's happening is they're taking the 2 million immigrants who are coming over here, many who are coming over on student visas, and comparing them to 43 million people. It would be no different for us taking all of our students and dropping them in Nigeria and comparing those students to the 230
But
million
Nigeria Nigeria did not take
Hold
all its
on, bro.
students
Hold
and
on.
drop in America, bro.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. If I took them and dropped them and compared them statistically to the 230 million Nigerians, which we know Nigeria, most of Nigerian people are living on like $17 a month. You know what I'm saying? So the
Yeah, the cost
reality
of
is
living
the
is
re,
much
the
It's
lower
okay,
in
reality.
sister.
Nigeria.
Hold
Sister,
on.
my sister, it's okay.
The
Let him land.
reality, the
JT, go ahead and
reality,
land.
thank you. The reality is that y'all trying to live and die by some statistics that are skewed on your behalf. When in reality, right? Here's the reality that hits y'all in the face every time. If y'all was so smart and so brilliant and educated and amazing like y'all keep trying to convince us that we are, Nigeria would be the place to be. Instead, we know that Nigeria, like many African countries, is failing, right? That's the reason why y'all have to flee and come over here and live off of our legacy, because in your homelands, y'all over there eating dog meat. There's plenty of documentaries, bush meat. You're over there defecating on the sidewalks and in the streets. You don't have
Mosquito
running
burgers.
water.
Okay,
You don't
vibes, where
have
my
running
mod at?
water in a lot of places. You
Vibes.
barely have electricity. You have no EMS services. You got whole superstars trying to go over there and visit, get into an accident, and some dude had to drive up in a pickup truck and take the man somewhere. We don't even know if they took him to the hospital, right? It's a ridiculous shame for y'all to have all of that wealth up under your feet and zero IQ to cultivate it. People from
Okay.
other nations have to come over and cultivate your
Okay,
resources
JT.
and
Okay,
colonize
JT.
your people
JT.
and get rich off of your land and your resources, and you have to flee and eat off of mine. It's a ridiculous shame. Go ahead.
JT, okay, thank you very much. You see, you said if you were to take Black Americans and put them in Nigeria, you would surpass them too, right?
Statistically,
Okay, good.
it's
Okay, good.
impossible for it not to
So,
happen
okay,
like that.
so JT, you know that, right?
The most I got
Nigerians,
that what you
hold on.
wanted.
JT, you know that Nigerians in America don't make up to 1 million, right?
I mean,
Okay.
I don't care, but
Okay, good.
you could
Okay,
just tell me that. Yeah.
so here's my point, right? We have more Black Americans in South Africa than we have Black South Africans in America. Have they surpassed the Nigerians in degrees?
Well, it just depends. If we're
No,
talking about,
it's a direct
is
question.
there a statistic that shows that?
Yes, there is. Look it up, bro.
But I'm telling you what I know, what I've looked up. Why don't you
I'm
tell me
telling you what I
why
know
don't you
too.
tell me what you've looked up, and then
I'm
we can
telling you what
compare?
I know. See, I don't lie on TikTok. I don't play like that.
Bro, you just making an
They are
accusation and
more.
you don't have
See,
no evidence, bro.
listen. What you've said, you've not shown us no evidence, but we take your word for it. I'm saying you don't
You
want to
know
take my
the
word
evidence
for
already.
it. So
You know the
good,
statistics of what I'm talking about.
good. Anyone can look this up. Anyone can look this up. There are more Black Americans in South Africa than there are Black South Africans in America. Have they surpassed the Nigerians in degrees?
We don't even know if that's true, to be honest with
Look
you.
it
Saying
up
But
don't
then.
even make
but
sense.
Look it
JT,
up,
it do-
bro.
but
JT,
it
you said
show
that
us
you
that
don't
show us
care
those
to
It's
you don't
statistics.
painful.
care to get to
It's
know the
painful.
history of Nigeria. You
Nobody
don't care.
cares. You don't care about Nigeria.
But
That's
so
why
then
you
how are you
fled.
talking about why
Because I know
Nigeria
your
is this
poverty.
and that? No, you don't.
Yes,
Because
I
again,
do.
during the 70s and 80s, the Nigerian naira was stronger than the dollar for a 10-year period. You don't know
And
anything
what
about the
good did that do? You
post-colonial
still over here
JT,
not
let
in
her
effects. You
Nigeria.
talk.
don't
JT, we
know
let you
anything. I'm
talk.
trying
Let
to
her
educate
talk.
you, sir.
We let you
You
talk.
don't
Let
know
her
anything
talk.
about the
That's
Who's my
post-colonial
painful.
bad? Go ahead.
impacts.
They was going through civil war when
Oh
the
my God.
dollar, when the alleged dollar was that strong.
The
What it
Civil War
shows
did
that
not
don't mean
fucking end in
nothing.
1986, sir. Know your fucking history before you try and correct me.
When did it start?
The
When
queen.
did it
I'm
start?
telling you, in the 70s and 80s, Biafran War was
Baby,
not in the 70s and
I
80s.
When
cannot
did
put
Who
the
are
you on
you?
the
Who are
Biafran
page
War
here.
you?
start?
Who
This
are
page don't
you?
have mod powers here. This is my backup page. Vibes has to put you on the screen to show what you want to show. This page don't have mod powers here, so you have to call Vibes. I apologize. But Gola, go ahead. Say what you were saying before we go to why or where is your family. Go ahead, Gola.
JT is just talking about how Black Americans are the wealthiest highest number of assets, they're the smartest. No, 26% of Black American men have a college degree. That means 84% of you guys don't. You guys don't want to go to school.
And we still make
We,
millions. We'll shoot 5
who is
rap
we?
videos and
Who is
make
we?
millions of
So
dollars.
you're a
There's 8
wannabe
million
rapper
What are you
black
talking
making
about?
Americans
millions,
with
T?
degrees.
You're a
The
wannabe
population of
rapper
There's 8
Nigeria
making
is 3
million
millions,
degrees.
black
T?
Millions.
T,
Americans
I'm
with
sorry to
degrees.
tell you, you
Out
are
of the
not in Lil
230
Wayne's
million
family.
Nigerians, how many
You
have
are not
degrees?
Jay-Z's
You see what I'm
family. You
saying?
are not Beyonce's
You sound
family,
crazy.
sir.
But
So if
JT,
you want
you
to talk
said if we let you
celebrities,
speak, we let you speak, JT. JT, what is your problem? Are you anti-woman or anti-African now?
No, no,
Let
no.
us speak.
No. She's good. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. Let us speak, then we'll go to where is your family.
you know, you wanted to say all these statistics, but Black Americans are the wealthiest, etc. None of the statistics reflect that, JT, and you know it. So this is maybe it's an insecurity thing for you guys. So now you're pretending that you're on top. No, you are at the bottom of every single demographic group in the US.
That's
And the
not
So
reason you
the
guys are
top
now
10%
mad
of black
and
Americans
Come on,
compared
delineating,
to
the
any
reason
country in
why you
Africa
let
is
us
guys
cook.
below who?
the reason why you guys are now mad and delineating is because African immigrants have come into this country within the last 20, 30 years. They have put themselves on top above you guys. They have laid to rest all these arguments about how you cannot go to school because of racism, how you cannot get a job because of racism, how you cannot move or turn left and right because a white man wants to whip you guys for some reason. No, we've put those arguments to rest and you're
We
embarrassed.
delineated from that mass shooter that was from
No,
Senegal.
bro.
Yeah,
Well,
Thank
you're
you
let
right.
me
very
How
much.
many
answer.
mass
Let me
shooters
No,
do
respond
you
to
have?
him.
You guys, if someone wears,
Guys. You have to use TikTok-friendly language. Pew
let
pew,
me, I'll land here.
pew pew,
If
pew pew.
I'll land here, we're talking about
Vibes.
one individual person. You when your sons turn 13, you put a Glock and a switch in his hand and send him out into the streets. And if he sees a person wearing the color red when he's wearing the color blue, he
We're
has to
not
be a man and
Fulani
take care of
herdsmen.
business. But you're
We're
gonna
not
You
sit
put
here
an
and talk.
AK
You're
in
gonna sit here and talk
yours.
about one individual.
An
Okay, I'll land.
Oh, let me
AK-47.
I'll land.
Calm
respond.
down,
we
one
Let
are
me
at a
not
respond.
time.
Fulani
Let her
herdsmen.
finish. You know what? I'm gonna put a timer on all of you.
No,
Gola, are you
she
done?
landed. Let me
Let
I
respond.
me ask
landed.
her
I'm
if she's
done.
done. Okay, thank you very much, Queen. JT, you've spoken.
So yeah.
Hold
See,
on. JT, you've spoken. Let where is your family speak to or T?
bro,
Where is your family
he
or
was
T? One
responding
of
to
them.
me, bro.
Yeah.
No,
So
no. Where is your
You
I
on
just want to
family
know
FBS,
where
or
bro?
Coney
T?
On
is.
FBS.
Okay, where is your
yeah,
family? Go ahead. You get your own 2 minutes. Go ahead.
yeah.
Tell us what
So
you think so
in
far.
response to what the young lady, the ignorant young lady was saying, there is no category that exists where an African immigrant is outpacing or outperforming a Black American. When we talk about degrees, apparently you're from Nigeria. For every one Nigerian with a degree in this country, there are 24 Black Americans with a degree. There are 8 million Black Americans with degrees. Okay, um, finances. We outnumber you just based on population size alone. There is nothing that you compete with us in. I mean, that's just the reality. So you're living in a delusional wonderland. There is nothing you compete with us in.
Sec-
Culturally, historically, sports, entertainment, education, nothing. I don't know. Like you guys, y'all come over here and think that you're competing. You are a non-factor. You are an afterthought. And I'm not trying to be facetious. I'm just keeping it real. Like y'all will always be in our shadows. Just based off pure numbers alone, you will always be in our shadows. That's just the reality. And I'm done.
So let me respond to what she said too.
No, hold on. An FBA just spoke. Let's do FBA African. So since Gola just spoke, let me just address what he said real quick. Brother, the only person in your shadows are your ops. We are not your ops. No one is in your shadow. That's the thing, because you failed in the 400 years you've been here. You're pandering to whiteness, right? That is why we can never be in your shadow. The Gullah Geechee people acknowledge their African roots, just like the Maroons and the Jamaicans and the
Yeah, you don't
Trinidadians,
know
the
what you're talking about.
Haitians, right? Let's face it, the only people in your shadows are your ops because they want to get at you. Africans have no time for that. Africans are here to build. Remember that your jazz was created in the Congo Square in America. Congo Square. You
No, no, it
understand?
wasn't.
You
No, it
see,
wasn't.
listen for a second. How can we compete with you when your first Black American president came from Kenya?
No, he
That's
didn't.
the thing. You are
No, he
not even
didn't.
in the equation. That is why in the election that happened a few years, like 2 years ago, 2025, I think, or 2024, the one that Trump just got in again, they called black Americans to the podium to twerk. That is why Kamala Harris was bringing up Stefan, what do we call this lady? The rapper that was twerking on stage, the Cardi B's and the all that. Let's face it, you are meant for entertainment purposes. That is why when the whitey folks and the black folks of the world join together to have a meeting in the G10, G20, UN, they don't bring you up, but they bring Burkina Faso up, they bring Ghana up, they bring South Africa up, they bring Cameroon up, they bring Nigeria up. Nobody brings up Compton, nobody brings up Chicago, nobody brings up the Crips, nobody brings up the Bloods, because you ain't worth shit unless you're twerking on stage. But it's okay. T, you get your own 2 minutes. Go ahead.
All
Thank
right.
you,
Wait,
brother.
hold on.
And I won't use. Hold on.
Let
Let me get my
T go.
chance.
Let
Look.
T
I
hasn't
haven't had
said
a good
nothing.
30
Let T
seconds
go. Let T
put
go.
together. Yeah, I don't want to use my time to really denigrate the Africans or anything like that, but I just do want to highlight the differences, and I want to extend the resources that come with those differences to the people on the continent of Africa to uplift themselves from their colonization. The biggest difference is we're a minority group here in America. Over there in Africa, these are y'all guys' country, and y'all have like a very small percentage of white people dominating you and devastating you and letting the world do the same thing with the Chinese and other people coming in there extorting your resources. And that's the thing that you need to highlight. You can't compete with us when you can't even stay in your land. You have to come here. You have to compete with me from where you're from to even have any kind of respect. You understand what I'm saying? So there's levels to this, you know? So if you're here speaking English and you're not forcing me to speak a dominant language that Africa or a country out of that continent is forcing the world to speak and providing resources and dominating and running laps around the planet, you ain't talking about nothing. You're not saying squat. You got to get your weight up, and you have all the tools and the resources to do it. So it's just gibberish. It's like listening to insanity, like a muscle bound football player that don't know what 2 + 2 is. You know what I mean? It's insane the situation y'all are in.
Okay, awesome. Your time is up, but let me respond real quick, then I'll go to the next person. Let me tell you this, right? All that shit you just said sounds weird coming from somebody that was handed the No Child Left Behind Act. The YT man literally had to give you the First Sentencing Act. That's the thing. You were not the minority in Tulsa, but they still took it away. You were not the minority in Seneca. They still took it away, what you call Central Park. You were not the minority in Rosewood, Florida. They still took it away. That's the thing. Minority don't count if you don't have boom booms. The YT folks got the boom booms. That is why they keep taking us out.
Never
But
more than
since you wanna no,
25% of the country.
listen. That's the difference between you and I. I fight for resources. You fight for corners. You fight for the right to slang dope on corners. That's the thing. I think the next person will be KB.
Bro, it's my time.
KB has not.
I know you trying to interrupt.
Go ahead, JT. Go ahead.
Boy, y'all something.
It's okay, JT.
So
Go ahead.
again, I didn't forgot half my talking points, but she tried to mention poverty. She said that 28% of Black Americans have degrees in the United States.
26% of Black men.
Okay, Black men. Now she didn't want to use Black women, and we both know why. But check this
Black
out.
women don't have the highest.
There are
That's a
200.
lie.
All
I'll
right,
drop a
stop
link in the
talking.
chat.
All right, stop talking. There are 230 million Nigerians in Nigeria. 7%.
Okay, JT, since you mentioned black women, were black women the
Bro,
most
why you cut me off?
listen, it's a quick question, then you go ahead, bro. It's a quick question.
See what I'm saying, bro?
I just want
It's impossible for
clarification,
y'all.
JT. I'll start your time back, bro. Just clarification. Were black American women the most educated before or after the Nigerian immigrants showed up?
Way before. It's not even
What year?
close. So again, let
What
me
year?
finish my submission, bro.
It's yes.
So there
Go
are
ahead.
230 million Nigerians in Nigeria. 7% of you have a college degree out of 200. Now it's 43 million of us. And just with black males, as she mentioned, 28% of us. There are 200, and I'll be curious to know how many black males are in the United States because that brings the population even lower. Let's cut it in half and just say there's 20 million of us. So you're comparing 20 million with 28% of us with college degrees to 230 million people with 7% degrees. This is what we talk about. When y'all have these conversations, you sound absolutely.
JT, one question.
Hold
According
on,
to
bro. Why you gotta
statistics,
keep
right?
cutting me off, bro? Let me cook.
I'll give you your time. Calm down. We're not
Look,
fighting.
bro, stop cutting me
According to
off.
statistics,
Hey, boy, y'all, go
I'll
ahead,
give
bro.
you your time, JT. I'll give you your time. Stop crying out. I'll give you your time. According to statistics, right? Who is more likely to get a degree in America? African immigrants or
Can't have my
black-born
time. You
natives?
got to take my
I'll
time too,
give you your time back,
You
JT.
got to
Stop
take
crying
my time
about
while
that.
I'm cooking, huh? Go ahead.
Because see, I have a question for clarification purposes, right? In America, who more likely to get a degree? African immigrants or black native born? Black American FBAs. Who more likely to
So
like?
you couldn't say all this on your turn. You had to cut it on my time.
I'm asking you a
I
question
don't
because you
care.
mentioned
That's for you to
degrees.
figure out, not me. This is my time.
That's the thing, because you're saying dumb shit. It's the African immigrants.
That's fine. Have some impulse control. You a grown man, bro. Chill out.
Let him finish. Let him finish,
So
man.
again, let me finish my time, boy. Y'all insane, bro. So now, out of the 230 million Nigerians that we're talking about, 62% of you, more than half of you, live in poverty. More than half of you. 62% is absolutely insane by any metric. This is coming from a Nigerian trying to convince us that they're the smartest and they're so bright and brilliant. Ma'am, 62% of your population lives in poverty. Only 7% of you have degrees. You're number 2 on the planet in paternity fraud. And those are just a few of the statistics. I'm actually looking up more. I was looking up more before my time came, but because I know Moose was going to try to skip me. So when I get all the statistics together, I'm going to just bring you back down to reality, because here's the truth.
You still have 1 minute, bro.
You know that living in Nigeria is Nigeria is a hellhole. That's the
It's
reason
not.
why you had to flee over here to eat off my legacy, to eat off the legacy of the wealthiest, most influential. We've forgotten. Look, I could name off 10 global icons from the 43 million of us. You can't name off 5 Nigerians who have been global icons. And y'all got 230 million people. And we lived under open white supremacy for 4 centuries. You sound crazy. I don't even understand if y'all realize how stupid and ignorant and silly y'all sound, man.
Never ignorant. I'm happy to combat you with
Silly. You
statistics,
sound.
though.
So I want you to answer to some of that what I said. Name me 10, or I tell you what. Name me 3 global Nigerian icons. I'll name you.
Sure.
I'll name you
David
5.
Wizkid,
I'll name
Thames,
you
Arya
10.
Starr.
Hold on.
That was 5.
Okay.
So
Gola,
let me
respond.
combat these
I'll name
statistics
you
for you.
10 for
Gola,
each of your
respond, then we
5.
go to KB real quick. JT, I got you. Let Gola respond, then we go to KB real quick.
I already
Name
gave
me
you,
3. He said name me 3 Nigerian icons. Go ahead.
and I said
I
Davido,
said
Wizkid,
global.
Arya Starr.
Global icons.
They're global pop stars. What are you talking about? Davido, Wizkid, Arya Starr, Thames. Anyway, let me go to these
None of
statistics
those
since you want to
people
say
are
that we're
global
ignorant.
icons. Not one.
Since you want to,
Okay.
oh my God.
Let me give you some.
Not
We have
one.
people like
Just
Dangote,
because,
Fela Kuti.
Nobody. I know who that. You said Dan Gote?
Yes, I
That's
said
the
Dangote.
the billionaire.
Yes, he's a
I
billionaire.
mean, he's not a global icon, but I'll give you that. I do know who he is. At least.
I wouldn't
When you
recognize
say
him
global
Who's he an
if he
icon,
was
you mean
icon for?
Sexy Red?
C-suite.
You mean Sexy Red? It's okay.
Who's he an
Gola, learn
icon
what you were
for?
saying. Let's go to KB.
I'm talking about like Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan.
No, go ahead. Y'all can
Michael
finish.
Jackson.
Y'all can
People
finish.
in
He said
China know who
Michael
he
Jackson.
is. Nobody knows
You
whoever
mean
she
the
said.
guy whose nose was falling off because he was the guy that was using too much bleach, his nose was falling off. Michael Jackson, that guy.
Yeah, that guy, global icon. You don't have
Your
a Michael
kids know
Jackson.
You
him.
mean the same Michael
But
Jackson
that's
that
in
ran to
music, bro.
Africa?
That's in music. What about business? Business. What about you talking about music? This guy.
I mean, we have
Yeah,
Ben
African
Carson
people
was
that got
he's a world renowned physician. What are you talking about?
yeah, but that's music.
I said Ben
He
Carson is a
never
world
owned.
renowned physician.
He never owned no kingdom or never
I
protected
said Ben
African
Carson.
Americans
How
or nothing
about
like that.
politics, like
Ben Carson
Martin Luther King, for
also
example?
stabbed someone
I wouldn't even
in high
consider him a
school. Let's not
global
forget
icon.
that.
To be honest with you, he's
Ben
not.
Carson is a thug. Let's not forget
See,
that.
he was trying
We
to be
have,
white.
bro. We have y'all trying to fight
All
with
right,
the
name a
wrong
second
people.
one
Okay,
You
besides
trying to
that.
fight
Name
with
another
King?
one.
Y'all
it's
trying to
okay.
fight
You
with
see, KB, he's
the African
naming
countries.
JT, you've spoken, right? KB is mentioning pop stars and music icons because entertainment is the only thing they
You
have
said
in
Ben Carson, a
America.
world renowned surgeon, bro.
Yeah, but guess what? The African created a CAT scan, but you don't know which
Right.
African
Who
that is, right?
cares? Go
And the internet.
So if you don't care about that,
create
why should I
something in
care
Africa,
about
bro.
Ben
Then I'll be.
Carson?
Global
No,
Why
that's
should I?
relations
beautiful.
ain't
So why should
nobody,
I care
bro.
about Ben Carson then? If you
Respect
don't
to
care
the
about
Because
the
we're
country.
talking
Black
about icons. You talking about inventions now.
but you mentioned that, but I just
Had
told you a
50,000
black
patents in this
person
country.
in Africa created the first CAT scan. The first open heart surgery was us.
So who's the
No,
global
no,
icon,
no.
bro? That's
Icons
what the
of music,
JT,
conversation
that's
is about. I can
nobody,
name
man.
off
They
a
nobody. Even Malcolm X said they nobody to close those musicians. He said how they could be leaders. Those ain't leaders. It ain't no global. Only one I consider Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali and Malcolm. That's it.
bro. You sound
That's what the
crazy.
people know.
You sound crazy.
Only Malcolm X and Muhammad Ali I consider global icons because they fought for equal rights for Africans and
So
African Americans.
MLK wasn't a global
Wait,
icon. Frederick Douglass,
Martin King
W.E.B.
was
Du
an
Bois.
agent.
I'm
Martin
saying,
King was
You
an
KB,
sound
agent,
crazy,
man.
bro.
He was
See,
an
this, y'all.
ignore
agent.
him.
No one
JT, if
outside
you
the
Martin
interrupt
U.S.
King
me
was
knows
an
who
again,
agent,
Frederick
man.
Douglass
JT,
is.
He was the agent for the Rothschilds, man. He wasn't with you. He
Prison
was the
babble,
agent. He
man.
sold you.
Prison
He
tether
made you go
babble.
into a white slaughterhouse, getting slaughtered by white people. Dog
Prison
shit
babble,
on you
bro.
for
Prison
nothing.
babble. That's all you
For
doing.
nothing. That's he's not no icon. He's a made up icon. That's why they got a statue of him
Bro,
because he
you're a
did the white
tether.
man's bidding.
You're a
He did
tether.
the
You don't
white
get to
man's
talk on.
bidding.
You don't have nobody to be
Come
proud
on,
of.
bro. Come on, bro. We had kings and queens that ran continents, that ran Africa. That was kingdoms. You talking about kingdoms and business and things, that situation? Yeah, but you talking about music? Come on, that's weak. Because they can't do nothing for you.
Bro, you have
I,
to reach back to
uh,
antiquity.
I want to
JT,
talk
You
about
got to
JT,
reach
let
back to
him finish.
Come
antiquity.
on, man.
JT, let him finish before you go now. What the hell? Let him finish before you go.
I got you. Go ahead.
Yeah, because you can't put people in musicians because those people's like nothing, man. If you put them around the world, they're not nothing. They only do music. What about people who thrive to control, to have business, have landowners, businesses that could thrive for their people? Those I consider like only Muhammad Ali and Malcolm X. That's it. And maybe Dick Gregory, But other than that, all those other people was
So
just they
Oprah
was
Winfrey,
in the white teeth bidding. They
Tyler
was for the
Perry.
white. Tyler Perry is not for. Oh man, I'm done. You talking about
You
music?
sound
Okay, so
crazy, bro.
They
Y'all
can't
sound
do nothing for
crazy.
you. They can't do.
JT, can you name us right some names that don't have to do with entertainment?
Yeah, I named you. I
Ben
tell you what.
Carson.
Hold on. I tell you what. Let me use a simple Google search. I'm gonna name you 10. Hold on.
Okay,
yeah,
go
go on
on.
teacup, sir. Go on teacup.
Go on Google. It's painful. It's painful. He wants to
But isn't
Google.
it a shame that
You talking about
our
musicians, man? Come
mid-class
on, man.
citizens, like musicians, can get more attention and the status of icon, like a mid-level American, like 50 Cent?
Yeah, let
Why
me
does
tell
the
you
world?
why your artist got that. Let me tell you why your artist got
What
that
this is
icon
about, man.
status. It is because the JEWs were using that to fuel their income. That's the thing. They push your music and your entertainment on the planet because they were you. Remember, they call that ish. Like Michael Jackson was signed to a record label. They call it a record label because most of you black men have a record and you were labeled inefficient. You were labeled slaves. You were labeled what? Section 8 babies. That is why it is called a record label. Because that is why you don't control the music.
You don't control the market. You just control what you spread. That is why Jay-Z is out here talking about a lifestyle he no longer lives because he wants to push that stereotype on black kids. That is why you have people like Young Thug. They popularize them, Sexy Reds, pow, 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 pow. As Africans, we don't do that. That is why they cannot push our music because it's not in their control. When it comes to African icons, look at guys like Fela Kuti. You don't know that. For instance, Michael Jackson has a song, right? Zamina Mina. Mama say, mama kosa. Mama say, mama kosa. Mama say, mama kosa. But most of you idiots don't know where he got that from. He got that from Cameroon. That is my language he's spitting right there. When he said, mama say, mama kosa, mama say, mama kosa, he got that from me. We have Michael Jackson in Africa, dressed in African regalia, acknowledging his African roots, praising his African roots, but you're out here trying to pitch that same person against Africans. You won't know shit, because if you knew shit, you would know that Manu Dibango of Cameroon is the reason why Michael Jackson got that itch. They even asked Michael Jackson, what does mama say, mama kosa mean? He could not tell us, because he copied it from us without learning the meaning. He was ignorant. It's painful.
All right, so I got 10. Well, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I got 6 that I just looked up real quick. Billionaires, Black American, right? That don't have, that's not associated with entertainment, even though, I mean, that's still a part of our culture.
We know that you
we'll
rap.
take
We
that.
understand.
So Robert Smith, right? Billionaire for Vista Technology. You have David Stewart, John Johnson of Johnson Publishing.
He passed away though. He passed away. Jet Magazine.
Madam C.J. Walker.
But she's
Reginald Lewis.
No,
These
but
are
she's
all
African
billionaires
descent.
who have corporations or businesses.
So brother, Madam said
so now you want to cut me off, bro. Now you tell the Babel. You said that we didn't have none. So now I'm naming you some. Now what you gonna say? We know we have them in entertainment, music, and sports. I named you famous surgeons and whatnot. So what y'all gonna say now? Now that I've done that, I've named you 7. Why don't you name me 7 Nigerians?
Just go on Teacup and Google it.
I just did. Now why don't you do the same? Come back and tell me.
I already Googled the statistics. I'm trying to debate you on that.
Tell me who they are.
Right. So anyway, you do know 50% of Black
because
Americans
you don't
make below 50K?
You don't. That's my point. You don't have
Compare our
it.
top 10%.
JT, if you ask a question,
Compare those statistics.
Like JT, if you ask a question, let them answer.
Go ahead.
Let KB and Gola answer. Because see, I don't want to, because if I keep answering, it might seem like I'm biased because I'm the only mod on the panel right now. So some things, let them answer too. Okay? Let them answer, bro. Gola and KB, you want to answer?
Yeah, I was talking about. She said he mentioned Madam C.J. Walker. Madam C.J. Walker parents was from Africa. They was free people that came over to America. That's how she was able to start a business in Harlem.
Bro, you lie. Why y'all tell us always lying,
Let me tell you something. But my family, when they came from Sierra Leone and they associate with that lady. Her Madam from St. Clair, they all had like an organization. They had businesses in Harlem back in those days. When she came over, she was a free person. Her family came from Africa. She started a business in Harlem. You understand? She didn't come from slavery, brother. You know, you gotta look at Madam St. Clair. You had Arnold Ross. Those people they was bankers in the number business, and they had businesses. So once you mention a lady like that, Harlem is nothing but African and Caribbeans that had that in the beginning. They had that in the beginning, and I'm going back to what he was saying again about musicians. Musicians ain't nothing but petty players for the white team, man. They nobody. Can't do nothing for you, and they never would do nothing for you.
So I just Googled Madam
Jay-Z can't do nothing for you. But if you want to mention people that had kingdoms and business and gave people jobs and provided knowledge to people to follow their lead, that's a different story.
Okay,
parents were from Louisiana. They would share.
Let me give you
Sharecroppers
just
in
two, right?
Louisiana, liar.
No, it's not. I'm gonna show it to you. Go ahead.
JT. Do you know who Wole Soyinka is? Wole Soyinka. Do you know who Wole Soyinka is?
No, I don't.
Do you know who Chinua Achebe is?
No, I don't.
That's the thing. So for me to name these names for you, it's not gonna do nothing because you don't even do your research.
As I said,
They
global
made us
icons.
read
Global
Chinua
icons
Achebe.
mean the
Yeah,
globe
he
Those are
knows
Chinua
them.
literally
Achebe was
icons.
required
Those are
reading in my
literally
American high
Nigerian
school.
icons, but you
In my
don't know them.
American public high school, Chinua Achebe was required reading. Just because you are not
Again,
familiar with
global
anything,
icons.
just
Nobody
because
knows them
you do
but
not
y'all.
have the knowledge, doesn't mean that educated people don't know these
That's
things,
the
Literally,
JT.
thing. He
nobody
doesn't
knows them
know
but y'all.
nothing. He knows nothing. That's why I not even want to answer his question because he knows nothing.
Bro, nobody knows them but y'all. And it's okay. That's y'all
So if
heroes. But
nobody
Nigerians
knows
will
them,
never
how
even get
come
into
his
these
books?
our
students.
heroes are
If nobody
global.
knows
That's my
them,
point.
JT, if
They're
nobody
white tea
knows them,
people's
how come
heroes
his
too.
books, right? How come his books were in your curriculum in America? Things Fall Apart. Do you know who wrote the book Things Fall Apart? Do you know?
Bro, y'all
I
doing a
read
lot of
those books.
babbling, but you're not addressing.
No, it's
I grew up
Babel to
reading those
you.
books.
JT, call it
Just
Babel one more time
because
because
we
I've
don't
seen you
know who
guys.
they are,
When
that's
Black
my point.
Americans
That
get in
proves
the
my point.
boardroom, when you get in the boardroom and start speaking Ebonics, then you guys want to get shy and not
Ma'am,
speak up.
you ain't in
So you
nobody's
want to?
boardroom. Cut it out.
No, I'm in plenty of conference rooms. Plenty of conference rooms.
Ma'am,
I have to
stop
because I
lying.
have to. You know,
Heather
I don't have to
Babel.
prove myself to you. But
Moose.
here's the point.
Global
This is the point.
icons. That was my point.
Stop
That
saying
means
it's
the
tether
globe
I
knows
Babel.
them.
just gave you
You're
Not
calling
just
global
it tether
icons.
Babel.
I just gave you global
Moose.
icons.
Nobody knows them, guy.
See,
No.
JT, just type this in your search bar, right? Nigerian global icons. I swear to God, if you don't see Chinua Achebe, they call me bastard. If you don't see Wole Soyinka, they call me bastard. That's just two. I can name you 50, but you will not know them because you are
Because they're
miseducated in
not
America.
global icons, Moose.
Those are literally, they are taught in your
Global means
schools in
that the globe
America,
knows
for
them, not
God's
just
sake.
Nigerians.
It's
They
taught
are
in
taught in your
American
schools
When
in
I say
schools.
Michael
America, for God's
Jordan,
sake.
Hey, you know
when I say
Kobe
Oprah
Bryant and LeBron
Winfrey,
James though.
when I say Oprah Winfrey, that's a global icon, bro.
And we
No,
tried
that
to
is
name
a
our
big
own.
no,
We
no,
didn't
no.
want to.
Now you got me upset because see, Oprah is a person that created schools in Africa to traffic African kids. Don't mention Oprah to me. Don't even mention Oprah to me. Oprah literally opened
That's what I'm
schools in
talking about, though.
Africa. See, listen carefully. Oprah opened schools in Africa to traffic kids. We know that for a fact. That is
Well,
proven. You
she's
can look
supposed
it
to
up.
run the school herself, or as Africans run it.
That's the thing because see, as Africans, right? We know about Oprah because we did the
Yeah, I
research.
heard about
You
that.
don't know about
Y'all
Wole
blame everybody but
Soyinka.
yourself.
It sounds
Listen.
like you're describing a
JT,
Black
your
American.
lack of research is not my fault. Your lack of
If
your
she built a school,
ignorance is
she's
not
supposed
my
to be
fault.
the head.
JT, your ignorance is not our fault. Go read your history. You want to know? You want global icons? Go look at what Kwame Nkrumah did, Nyerere of Tanzania. Go look at that. How
Respect
about
Kwame. Now
Abiola of
he's a global
Nigeria?
icon.
How about because
I respect him. He's one.
see what
Oluda
Wole
Ekweno,
Soyinka did, right,
taught in every
was
American
what
history
more
book.
than what Oprah did. Let me prove it to you. Oprah is one of the richest black women in North American history. What has she done for the black people in America?
Any?
What?
Plenty. She
What?
makes donations
Give
every
me
year,
two
annual donations to black
donations,
communities.
right? So you're all about handouts, a bunch of
So you ask
handouts.
what she does when I tell
That's all you want. Wole Soyinka don't give
Teachings.
handouts. He teaches,
She ain't
educates.
build no property or anything for black people. She ain't build no businesses, give them jobs.
That's why we don't know
why
her.
you keep kicking me, bro? Why you keep
He
kicking me,
just gave
bro?
them handouts, like Moose said.
So what? Is it helping her community? What's
He
y'all
ain't
people
doing
doing
nothing for
for
the
each
What do you
It's
other?
mean,
all
so
about
what?
handouts. That's all they care
You're
about,
still crying
handouts.
for reparations when you've been getting handouts for how many decades now? The
We need
reason you guys have
more.
baby mama culture is because the government was giving you handouts and said you can't have these criminal men in your home when we're giving you money to feed your children. What did you do? Have babies by multiple men.
So you
Yeah.
mad
Because
at
the
us
men need the
because
money
we
too.
pay
I'm not mad
taxes
at you
to
guys. I'm not mad at
we
you
pay
guys, but you're
taxes
mad at
to a
us.
hold
You're
on, ma'am.
jealous of us.
This is what y'all don't
Jealous.
understand as third worlders. In first world countries, we pay taxes so that when we do get in a bind, our government that we support can also support us. We understand that y'all government officials don't do anything with y'all but oppress y'all in your homelands. But in first world countries, we pay taxes so that anybody in our country who needs help can be helped. You understand how that works?
You call yourself the wealthiest. Where is the home ownership? Where are the
And no,
assets?
address what I just
You
said.
guys will think you're big
Address
men
what I
when you
just
go and
said.
make
Okay,
65
let me
cents.
address what you just said.
Thank you.
Let me
Somebody
address
do.
what you just said. You see, when it comes to handouts, right? Those handouts were created by the YT folks to pander to the non-rich YT people, the rednecks. Remember, they made you the face of DEI and gave the white folks more, acceptance. Give me 1 second.
But that's ICE. Moose, run.
Only 2% of deportations have been African people.
That's
Just so you
unfortunate.
Okay,
can't
so
you can't
That's
get rid of us
unfortunate.
if you
JT,
want to.
JT,
That's
Get rid of us if
unfortunate.
you want to.
JT, IT folks. Let me start with one of the first handouts, HBCUs, right? Because a lot of you were out here begging for integration. We want to sit in the same classes with the YT folks. So they created handouts. They gave you the
Moose, you
No
okay?
Child Left Behind Act, right? That's one of the first things they gave you, No Child Left Behind Act. That is because when they desegregated you guys and they
You all
brought you
over the
into the
place, bro.
schools, right?
We
Listen for a
talking about
second, JT, listen for a second. When you got or you were fighting for integration, right? They brought in the black students. They ain't bringing the black teachers. That is why most of your students are being labeled learning disabled. That is why you're found in those classes of ADHD, autism, and all that. And the white folks are found in the gate classes. You know what a gate program is. I was part of that program. I'm sure you know what that is. And number two, right? You have to understand that they gave you handouts and called it DEI. It was for white folks, but they made you the face of it, and you kept pandering to it. They brought about the feminist movement. They brought about the LGBTQ. They gave you handouts. You were pandering to it, but guess what? That was something that was made to treat or handle the white folks that were going through capitalism, not for you black folks that were facing racism. That is why they called or made up the minority group. They made up the minority group because you were not worth being given a demographic of your own. That is why right now they can give $10 billion to America's minorities, but not a single million will come to black Americans because the largest minority group in America are handicaps and they're mostly white. That is the thing. You're pandering to handouts that was never meant for you. It is painful.
So, bro,
Very
you did
painful.
all of that and you didn't even address what I said, bro. You was all over the place. I was talking about, I asked her,
Yeah, the
why is
tax
it,
system. Did you know Nigeria is
hold
implementing
on,
a new
no,
tax
no,
system
no.
soon? Did you
It's
understand
African
that?
Black American, right, Moose? Ain't that the rules? So now,
400
my
years
whole
late.
my whole point was we pay taxes into our government so that our government can provide programs, social programs, opportunities, business opportunities, grants, loans, student um, financial aid and things like that. This is the reason why we pay taxes from the time that we start working to the time that we die in this country, so that it can provide opportunities for those of us in need. These are first world problems. We understand if you're coming from a third world where everybody's trying to scam each other, everybody's lying to. Oh, now you won't cut my mic off. See, now you don't want to hear the truth now.
Okay, can
See,
you just
now,
hurry
see,
up, please?
the thing is, no. The
Who
thing is
cut
that
your mic
you
off?
need to deal with the truth because y'all are up here living a lie and a delusion, thinking that for some reason
JT,
that.
nobody cut
Well,
your
hold
mic
on,
off,
Moose. Now
JT.
I let you cook. Now I didn't cut you off. Y'all just don't like to hear the truth, but I'm the truth bringer. Now sit here and listen like I listen. That's all.
You love the sound of
Now,
your own
Okay,
voice,
so
sir.
first
It's
of
not
all,
that
right?
it's not a melody,
See,
please.
now, see
that's
what I'm
why I
saying,
say,
bro?
right?
Y'all don't like to get.
I get what you're saying, but first of all, right? YT
Oh, you
folks
can't
pay
handle
the
it, can
most.
you, Moose?
Let me address what you're saying.
It's
YT
painful.
folks in
It's
America, right?
painful.
Listen, YT folks in America pay the most taxes.
That's not
White
even.
folks in
That's not even the
America
point that
pay
I
the
was
most
making.
taxes, and Africans in
You keep
America
babbling on
pay
my
taxes
turn,
too.
bro.
That's the thing. See, JT, that's the thing. You are feeding off YT handouts. They pay the most taxes. Africans pay taxes too.
They
We
never.
are funding your Section 8. We are
This
funding
is
your food
why. This
stamps.
is why, bro. We can't
We
have.
are funding your food stamps.
Can't
What
We
have
are
about affirmative
conversations because
action?
y'all want to
You
cut
got
people
affirmative
off. Y'all
action.
want to
That
talk
was
all that stuff. Then
irrespective.
when it's
Let
our
me
turn to
speak,
talk, you
JT.
want to try to silence us
You
because you
what
can't
about
handle the
affirmative
truth.
action? That's the
It's
handout.
my
That's
time to speak, ma'am.
irrespective of
It's
taxes. And what about
It's
affirmative
my
action? You
time
guys
to
didn't want to
speak.
use it.
It's
We were
African
using it.
Black American.
Africans were
You're
using
an
affirmative
African.
action,
I'm a
and now
Black
you're mad.
American.
That's the handout. That's
Moose.
the
See
reparations
what I'm
that you
saying? This
got.
what y'all
That's the
gotta do, bro.
reparations you
Oh,
got.
This
It's the
is
see,
what y'all
reparations
gotta
you
Queen,
do.
got.
It's a
Queen,
Use
let him
shame.
it.
talk. Queen, let him talk. Let him talk. So he
let
can
him
get.
go ahead. Let's
Go ahead, Go ahead.
Moose just gonna
understand.
cut me off mid sentence
Go ahead.
anyway.
We gonna hear you. We gonna let you hang yourself. Go ahead.
So
JT, go
so
ahead and
this,
land
this
what you were saying.
but this is my point, Moose. Everything that y'all saying, yeah, I know it gives you a good feeling on the inside. It makes you feel like I told that Black American Akata. But the reality is that, Moose, you know as well as I do, right? Y'all provide no value on the global stage. Nobody looks